Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. I'm Chet Yoder, and so glad to have you with us here for another homestand here at George's Pond and Hirsch Coliseum as the Mudbugs welcome in the South Division leading Amarillo Bulls. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Chet Yoder. This is the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler Ram pregame show, and tonight it's Pooches on the pond, so you'll hear some dogs barking, maybe some dogs getting excited, and as they'll be pawing their way through George's Pond in this evening's contest. This is the biggest measuring stick for the Mudbugs as they have won 10 of their past 13 games, coming off a sweep over the Junior Blues where they won 4-0 the other night. 21 saves for Richie Perrant as he picked up his fourth shutout of the season. This Amarillo Bulls team, very good, really well-stocked, and they are a well-oiled machine. They have played some of their best hockey of late, and they rarely ever lose. They've only lost 2 in a row, twice this season. Multiple win streaks for Rocky Russo, and we're talking about ones that go of length. They are 6-0-1 in their last 7 games. They're 8-1-1 in their last 10, and they are on top of the South Division just by 1 point. Lone Star right on their tails. Amarillo's played 2 more games than Shreveport. 74 points for the Bulls, 73 for the Brahmas. And the Mudbugs at 60 points. They're just 1 point ahead of Topeka for that third spot. The way the Mudbugs are looking at it, though, is if they can win some games here against Amarillo, they have the next 4 against Amarillo, 2 here and 2 over there. If they can maybe win 3 out of 4 or maybe all 4, they can try to climb themselves back into a race for the second spot or possibly the first. Obviously, a tall mountain to climb, 1 game at a time, if you talk about it in coach speak terminology. We'll talk to Mudbugs associate head coach Rich Perrant. It's the Bugs and the Bulls, first game of this 2-game series. Coming up after these messages, you're listening to the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler Ram pregame show. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
From diving lessons with certified trainers to gearing up in the proper dive gear, Scuba Ventures has just what you need to begin your diving adventures. Hey, it's Jordan Fader. Explore the underwater world with us. Whether you dream of seeing all the colorful fish of the sea or simply want to feel the rush of the open water, we can turn your dream into reality. Learn to dive and take trips with us to Cozumel, Curacao, and Roatan. We offer a full spectrum of underwater classes from scuba, snorkeling, open water diving, boat diving, and more. Call us now at 318-222-3483 or log on to scubaventures.com.
Janice Watt and General Financial Advisors are excited to support our 2019-2020 Shreveport Mudbugs hockey. Their experienced staff are ready to assist you with your tax, accounting, and financial needs from birth until retirement, including life insurance. Call Janice at 318-219-4188 and set up an appointment. Your consultation is free, or log on to gfapartners.com. We are here for you. Go Mudbugs! Securities and investment advisory services offered through Royal Alliance Associates, Inc., member FINRA SIPC, and registered investment advisor. Generational Financial Advisors is a marketing name.
Welcome back in the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler Ram pregame show. Game 1 of this big two-game series against the first-placed Amarillo Bulls. Obviously, lots of excitement, a big test for the Shreveport Mudbugs. We're joined by Mudbugs associate head coach Rich Perrant. Let's look back at last Saturday. One of those kind of complete wins. Richie Perrant shut out, 21 saves, kind of just that ho-hum night for him. Didn't see too many shots. You got the timely goals. Was that kind of like one of those complete wins?
Yeah, I think we fairly played well for 60 minutes. I mean, we had a little lapse in the second period, gave up some odd man rushes. Our PK was great. We killed off a 5-on-3. Richie made some big saves in the 5-on-3. So a little bit of mixture. We got a good forecheck. We got our goals for. We scored 4 goals for, and I thought it was in general a great defensive game as well. And hopefully we can build on that, bringing that into tonight.
How has practice been this week? I know it's a little bit funky. You kind of had to squeeze in a little bit more into a short week with a Thursday game.
Yeah, it's a bit shorter week, but sometimes that's a blessing in disguise. So then it's not too much the mental side of the game where, like, you don't get out of the saddle for too long and you're right back into it. It's a huge test for us tonight, this weekend. And, obviously the next 4 games are against Amarillo. So, we're treating this like a playoff series.
I wanted to ask you about Ryan Dickinson. Obviously, big news coming from him. He gets the commitment to the Ohio State, same school as C.J. Regula, as he got committed there last year. Obviously, a big honor for him, and I'm sure that made you feel pretty good.
Yeah, I'm so happy for Ryan. Dickie's he's done a lot of things right this year, and from last year to this year, he's kind of changed his games. He's focused on certain areas to really elevate his game, and I'm just really happy for him and his family, and I know he's super pumped, and we wish him all the best, and hopefully his, the monkey off the back to the D1 commitments out of the way. Dickie's going to continue playing really well for us down the stretch here.
You look at Amarillo; they seem like that well-oiled machine. Very some similarities to last year's team. I don't know which one would be better, but obviously they're both very talented from last year and this year. They're on top of the South Division. I mean, what makes them so good? Obviously, they're well coached.
Yeah. First of all, Rocky's got them really well. Going quite well. They're very systematic. They have some forwards that can score and they can shoot. They're a well-rounded team, and it's a huge test for us tonight. And we're just going to have to compete, work hard. Don't give them any opportunities that they haven't earned. Don't give them any free ones. And if we can limit them to our turnovers and we forecheck well. I mean, I think we played well the second game against Amarillo last time they were in here.
How much is special teams going to be a big emphasis? Because I know you didn't like the power play display last weekend. Obviously, with your opportunities that might come this weekend, boy, it's one of those you have to cash in, or it might not be the score that you want to see.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we need a little bit more productivity from our power play. We need that 1.5 to 2 goals a game that kind of really sometimes changes the outcome, especially early in the game when you get power plays. You can jump up by a couple of goals. Then the other team plays a bit differently. So, yeah, we've worked on it this week, and we're back at it. We're getting good puck movement. We're just not getting that final execution. So I think we're on the right track, and our PK has been doing well for us. And Amarillo has a great PK. They're top 2 in the league. And so, it's a big test for us tonight.
Lots of dogs are going to be around the rink. Are you a big dog guy?
Yeah, I love dogs. They're, we have our dog 7 here at the rink. But, I love dogs. I mean, I don't personally own one because I ended up having 4 kids. So
that's more than enough to handle.
Yeah, it was either 3 kids and a dog, or we went to the 4th kid, so we said Ixnay on the dog. But, I love dogs. I had one when I was younger for a bit, and my dad grew up with dogs, and so, I love them.
Merci beaucoup pour le temps, and bonne chance ce soir.
Merci beaucoup, Chet, pour avoir dit des bons mots en français.
What was that last part?
I'm saying great job for saying great words in French.
Thank you for the time. We will have more after these messages here on the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler Ram pregame show. You listen to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Bayou Blasters helps bring you Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey on the ticket. Hey, this is Jay Fuel letting you know Bayou Blasters offers the best dry ice blasting in all of Shreveport. Our solid CO2 provides a powerful industrial equipment cleaning solution for a variety of applications ranging from heavy slag removal to delicate semiconductor and circuit board cleaning. Our ice blasting technology has become known as the cleanest and most environmentally friendly way to clean and prep any surface. Call us at 877-352-8614 or log on to bayoublasters.com.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFatta & Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFatta & Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defattapi.com for more information.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hearst Coliseum. Now time for the Scuba Ventures starting lineups. First for Rocky Russo's first place Amarillo Bulls. Assistant coach George Lewis. At left wing will be number 24, Nick Trella. At center will be number 13, Devon Tung. And on the right wing will be number 9, Gleb Martizing. On defense will be number 5, Nick Deneen. And number 28, Lori Surdy. Getting the start in nets, one of the best in the business, number 1, Charlie Glockner. The numbers on Glockner have been impressive in Amarillo. His numbers are as follows: 16-3 with a 1.53 goals against and a 933 save percentage. It's top 5 in the league in save percentage. Your Scuba Venture starting lineups for Jason Soupy Campbell, Shreveport Mudbugs. At left wing will be number 21, Ryan Waltman. On center will be number 9, Carson Nichols. And on the right wing will be number 18, the South Divisional Star of the Week, Warren Nattyshak. On defense will be number 41, Sam Miller, and number 6, Dylan Peters. Getting the start in nets from Colorado Springs. He's having an outstanding year as he picked up his 15th win last week in Odessa. The 6'3", 200-pounder, Mason Balboa. He's 15-6 with a 1.77 goals against, and he's tied with his goalie partner, Richie Perrant, for the save percentage of .934, which is second best in all of the NAL. Those are your Scuba Ventures starting lineups for all your scuba needs. Go to 231 Mount Zion Road in Shreveport or log on to scubaventures.com. Mudbugs Hockey tonight brought to you by Tantrum Hair Design LLC. Get the best haircut in town at Tantrum Hair Design LLC at 38060 Texas Street in Bossier City. Miss Dina Ducote, Kirby Rogers, and their friendly staff will get your head on straight. Just call 318-742-7613 and make your appointment today. Mudbugs in their white jerseys tonight. Amarillo in their navy blue and reds that say Amarillo on the front. So glad to have you with us here for Mudbugs Hockey. Had a chance to kind of soak in this Thursday night affair, and this has to really favor the Mudbugs. They have to take advantage of an opportunity like this. It's a short week for Amarillo, and they had to travel. So the Mudbugs know that they had that leg up in hand, but boy, Amarillo coached well experienced. They're heavy on the puck, and a guy who was in a Mudbug uniform but did not get playing time will be in the lineup for Amarillo, Brett Postula. Postula got shipped over to Amarillo after he left Shreveport to go to El Paso, and the 99 will be lined up with Joshua Burke and Casey Repke. So glad to have you with us here on the eve of Valentine's Day, here on Pooches on the Pond, here at George's Pond in Hirsch Coliseum. So glad to have you with us. It's a cozy crowd still filing in here on a Thursday evening as we ask that you please rise wherever you may be for tonight's national anthem. Wes Brown's going to sing tonight's national anthem. A beautiful rendition of tonight's national anthem, sung by Wes Brown. Mudbugs will skate from left to right in this opening period. Of course, so glad to have number 15, Dawson Sherino, back on the ice after a lower body injury. Sidelined him for a couple of weeks. I know he's one of my mom's favorite players, so she was thrilled. She actually asked me this afternoon if he was going to be in the lineup, and I said, yep, the mixture of Kevin McAllister and Dennis the Menace will be parading around the ice in that Mudbugs uniform, creating havoc and, of course, chaos for the other team. Mudbugs in their pregame huddle to my left, a tradition they started this year, and it has turned out to be a pretty darn good one. It's a Thursday night, so it's a little weird. I felt a little weird throughout the whole day, and I'm going to try to cope with that weirdness, aside from my normal weirdness, and see if we can see and broadcast a pretty sane game to as far as we can on a Thursday evening. It'll be Nichols and Devon Tongue. Devin Tongue, rather, at center ice. Face-off battle at one there by Tongue, and it goes right back into the blue line of Amarillo. To the far side there to Deneen. Now off the stick of Tongue. It rattles into the Mudbug zone along that far side. We're underway here in the Generational Financial Advisors first period. Puck now turned over. Good steal there by Miller. Miller will go to the far side. Now to the near side there to Peters. Peters now will just push it in to the Bull zone behind the cage of Glockner. To the far side it goes over to Surdy. Surdy now getting help there from Trella. Now along to that far half wall. Mudbugs trying to stick it around. There's Natty Shack. Knacked into the near corner. And there's only a Bull in there along that near side. Now played up along center ice. The speedy Nicky Deneen able to ding it in behind the cage of Balboa. Mudbugs now possess the puck, and they'll get the first line change of the evening. Behind the cage of Balboa, it's Miller. He'll shove it on over to his right there to Peters. Along to the left, spinorama there by Hutton. Couldn't grab it. Now along to the near side, played behind Procopio. Now to the far side, Amarillo has it. Puck now just jolted into the Mudbug zone along to the near corner. Trying to pick it up there is Peters. Now along to that near half wall, Hutton trying to wing it out. He has it. Couldn't steer it out off the skate of Matt Allen. Allen lined up with Nicholas Puikonen and Jordan Venegoni, one of the best lines in all of the North American Hockey League for Rocky Russo, onto the ice. Now along to the near corner, quick shot there by Puikonen, hit the side of the net of Balboa. Now behind the cage, roughed up a bit along the end boards there was Dickinson, and the puck now slithers all the way out of the zone. Chasing it down there is Weber. It's now shoved aside there by Glockner. Good forecheck there by Weber. He throws it toward the net. Save made there by Glockner along that far side. Good steal there by Weber, and he whacks it toward the net. And a nice stop made there by Glockner as Weber has a goal in each of his last two games. And the Webers are in the house this evening. Good to have Miss Debbie and Mr. Ken in the house. I haven't had a chance to say hi to them, but I saw them from a distance. Face off now to the right of Glockner. One there by the Mudbugs. That's Brazil. Played back up top to Dickinson. Dickinson now thrown through the middle off the stick of Koklachev. It goes wide. Now along to the inboards. The Russian Bear tries to grab it. Now along to the near side. Amarillo's got it. That's Black. Black lined up with David Hill and Linus Uth Elgren. Along the inboards behind Balboa. Puck now possessed there by the captain, Brazil. Along to the near side it goes. Gaining the blue line from the near side, there's Rupsov. To the far side, quick shot. Now gets blocked. Penalty coming up now to Amarillo. Leaving the ice there is Balboa. Extra attacker here for the Mudbugs. Puck now swung into the near corner. Good to have Rupsov back in the lineup after a bronchitis. Sidelined him for a couple of games and will get the call. It's a tripping infraction, and it's going against Amarillo. Mudbugs will go on the power play for the first time this evening. Mudbugs power play has fallen on hard times. They're 0 for their last 21. Black in the box for tripping. Mudbugs ranked 22nd in the league at 13.5%. Bulls, one of the best in the business, 92.8 penalty kill conversion rate. That's second best just behind Lone Star. Face-off now to the left of Glockner. Face-off one there by the Mudbugs. Here comes Metcalf now. Has it. Over the near side there to Witherspoon. Witherspoon now will whack it in deep. Puck now played in forward along the end boards around to the far side. The puck now is just cleared down the length of the ice. Boy, this is a huge opportunity for Mudbugs hockey, trying to snap out of a extra man funk. It's all brought to you by AEP Swepco. Now Weber gains the blue line. He goes to chase it down. Puck now around the near corner, and Mudbugs hold the zone there. It's Metcalf. He'll go to the near half wall there to Witherspoon. Witherspoon waits, throws it in front through the slot. Puck now is batted out of trouble there. Good job there by Allen. And the puck now is angled off the far side boards and down the length of the ice. Down to $1:10 left now in the game's first power play. Black in the box for tripping. Bulls know this is, or rather the Bugs rather know this is a golden opportunity in the early stages of this first period as we are 3.5 chewed up into it. Now along to the near corner. That's Smith. He glides it up now to that far corner. Steered back up top. Waiting for it now. Gerard, a little touch pass. Smith didn't expect it. Rubtsov's got it. Thrown out over the Koklachev. Played back up top. One-time blast there by Glockner. Tipped on net. Oh, it went through the goal mouth, and it missed the net. Boy, I don't know how that puck didn't go in. He had Rubtsov along the back door. 4 minutes gone by here in the first. We're down to 25 seconds left on the game's first man advantage. Gaining the blue line there is Gerard. He'll sling it in. Puck now is slung to back out all the way down. That'll just about do it. One last rush here for Shreveport with 10 ticks left. Along to the far side. Working it up the ice there is Miller. Penalty coming up against Shreveport, and I think it's going against Waltman. There was a little bit of contact along the middle of the ice. And still shooken up on the play. I believe it is Puikonen. We'll get 4-on-4 hockey for 3 seconds, and then the Bulls will bring out the 7th best power play in the league at 22.8% on the ice. They have not determined how many minutes will be assessed to Waltman here, and that is still being discussed. Possibly head contact. And there is a bit of a lengthy discussion here. Uh-oh, this isn't good. They have opened up that penalty box door open, and I think Waltman is done for the, well, it could be a 10-minute misconduct. Waltman is barking right now. He is none too pleased. Coach Soupy now looking for an explanation. If the Mudbugs just lost Waltman for the game, this is going to be a devastating blow. The league has, well, the officials are cracking down on hits up top. Trying to get a call here. It's going to be a 5-minute, I believe, on Waltman, as he is taking a U-turn into the locker room. 15:35 remaining here in the Generational Financial Advisors first period. It's all brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. For more information on planning your life's needs from college to retirement, you can call Janice Watt at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com. Steele going to serve the penalty against Waltman. Still no sign of what that penalty is. It's a 5-minute major against Ryan Waltman. Mudbugs' 4th best power play or penalty kill unit's going to have to be really good. 89.2 conversion rate. And the puck now is floated down the length of the ice. Wow, game misconduct for head contact. Quick shot there, blocker save made there by Balboa. And Ryan Waltman is done for the evening. Could not even break a sweat. And Ryan Waltman now will have to sit along the stands. So what happens after a game misconduct is the NAHL will review that play and will have a determination if any further suspensions will be dealt. Quick shot there, and there to Black. Played back up top now to Carlin. Carlin to the far side. They got plenty of time with 3:50 left on this major. Carlin swings it around. Quick wrister blocked. Good job there by Peters. He doesn't have a stick. Mudbugs can't clear it. Now delved into the near corner. Good, hardy check there along that near side there by Koklachev. Spun around. Puck now trying to play it off the walls. Rather, that was Metcalf. Now played back up top to Carlin, and Carlin couldn't hold the zone. Wow. Big, big blow for the Mudbugs. And they're going to have to really persevere through that. Now the puck is steered out of the way and out of the zone. Good job there by Weber on the forecheck. All the way back now there is Lori Surdy. Surdy will drop it off. Along to the near side. There over to Powikonen. They'll power it into the Mudbug zone behind the cage of Balboa. Now tripped up a bit along that far corner. Looked like it was Brazil. As the puck now is banged down the length of the ice. We're down to 2:25 left here on this major power play for Amarillo. This is a big-time penalty kill effort here for the Mudbugs. They are halfway through it unscathed. Now, what happens on a 5-minute major is he's got to stay in the box for the full 5. Puck now winged around to the near side. Puck now whacked at, blocked. Mudbugs trying to grab it. That's Miller. Miller now getting held on to a bit along that far side. Miller now tries to poke it out of the zone. He can't. Now along to that far half wall, and there's Nichols. Good job there by him. Now play to the right point. Black's got it. Black now throws it back to Carlin. To the far side now, worked in deep to the far corner there to Allen, played back up top. Now Carlin dropped off. Quick shot blocked there by Miller, taken away there by Amarillo. Quick shot there goes wide of Balboa. Now we're down to $1:30 left on this major penalty to Waltman. Mudbugs dealt a devastating blow as they've lost Waltman for the rest of the contest, just 4:35 into this baby. Now to that right point, now played back up top there to Carlin, to the near side there to Black. Quick shot, blocker save made there by Balboa. Saw it the whole way. Now down to $1:10 left now. Along to that near corner, whacked at. Mudbugs trying to chisel that baby out now along to the walls. Mudbugs trying to clear it. They can't. Hutton now able to hammer it off the near side boards and down the length of the ice. Coach Soupy will get a wholesale line change. Down to 55 seconds left on this 5-minute major. Boy, you think if the Mudbugs can come out of this unscathed, that's a huge momentum turn. Taking a U-turn back there is Carlin as he'll blast it back into the Mudbug zone. Now along to that right point. Puck now whirled around to the near side. And Brazil trying to get it out. And he will angle it off the far side boards. Up ahead there, quick wrister. They score! Procopio, like shot out of a cannon. He roofs that baby top shelf where the ladies hide the fine wine. Bang, bang, Mudbugs lead 1-0. Procopio scores a shorthanded tally after his roommate, Waltman, gets rung up after a 5-minute major. Mudbugs 1, Bulls nothing. What a goal from Procopio. Just a neutral zone takeaway for Procopio, and he's able to ring it top shelf from the left wing circle. Mudbugs 1, Bulls nothing. And Procopio able to do it in front of his dad, who does not make very many trips to Shreveport. So glad to have Mr. Procopio with us. One happy dad. Bugs lead 1-0. Oh, Gio with a huge goal. Ryan Dickinson will get 1 assist. He'll get the only assist. And for Procopio, goal number 5 on the year. And what a year for Ryan Dickinson. Earns the helper. And what a week for him as he just committed to the Ohio State University. Buckeye hockey. Great feat for him. Of course, lots of excitement with Miss Shannon and Mr. Tom back in Brighton, Michigan. An only child, a 4-year Noller. And Ryan Dickinson just beyond emotion as the Mudbugs able to kill off the full 5-minute. Boy, Glockner did not see what got shot out of a cannon, which was Procopio out of nowhere. Short-handed tally, those are huge. And now that puck deflects out of play. Time of the goal, 8:27. And we got a break in the action. It is a 1-0 Shreveport lead. With 10:07 remaining in the first, we'll take a break. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Janice Watt and General Financial Advisors are excited to support our 2019-2020 Shreveport Mudbugs hockey. Their experienced staff are ready to assist you with your tax, accounting, and financial needs from birth until retirement, including life insurance. Call Janice at 318-219-4188 and set up an appointment. Your consultation is free, or log on to gfapartners.com. We are here for you. Go Mudbugs! Securities and investment advisory services offered through Royal Alliance Associates Inc. Member FINRA SIPC and registered investment advisor. Generational Financial Advisors is a marketing name.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. 1-0 lead for Shreveport on the goal from Procopio. And the Mudbugs have a 1-0 lead. Face-off won there by Amarillo as they'll gulf it into the Mudbug zone. Along to that near half wall, 1-0 lead for Procopio and the Bucks. Had a chance to talk to Mr. Procopio before the game. He had a cold beverage on him. He was excited. I've only seen him in really 3 or 4 times. Last time I saw him actually was in Minnesota for the Robbie Cup. What a memory that was, and always good seeing Mr. Procopio. He gave me a Raising Cane's gift card. So now I have 2 Raising Cane's gift cards. One from Coach Soupy for Christmas and one from now Mr. Procopio. So I'm good. I got my Caniac combos all set up with my Chet's Clawsome sauce for a good bit. Uh-oh, penalty coming up. It's going against the boy who wears number 15. It's Dashin Sharino who's going to sit for a pair, and the Mudbugs are going to have to get right back to work on their first choice personnel penalty kill. To go back to that commitment for Ryan Dickinson, a guy that has never shied away from showing his emotions on the ice. Quick shot there, save made there by Balboa. It showed a lot of emotion when he returned to Shreveport after his trip from Columbus, Ohio. Quick wrister there, pad stop made there by Balboa. Backhand shot went wide. Right through the slot there was Powikonen trying to poke it home. And just a young man that now played up ahead there to Dickinson, and he comes in offsides. Roughing the call on Sharino. And now Dickinson with a few words. Well, he's playing with a lot of adrenaline, as he usually does, and a little extra for him. And had not had a chance to talk to him yet, but when I do, I know we will share a lot of good graces, and I will get a patented hug from Ryan Dickinson, and I've grown quite close to him as he has grown close to me, and we always talk on road trips and off the ice as much as we can, and just has come a long way since last year. One of the guys I've grown very close to, and I really appreciate my relationship with him, and he just kind of takes time out of his day to talk to me, and I really appreciate that very much. And just congratulations to him once again on being the newest Buckeye, and he'll play alongside C.J. Regula, another former Mudbug. And I just wish all the best to him and his success. I mean, 4 years in the North American Hockey League, he paid his dues. And now another Bull is down along that far side. Play is going on. Rocky Russo starting to bark at the zebra. Thrown in front, and now it's taken away, and we got a whistle. And shooken up a bit. It looked like it was number 9, Gleb Martizing, with 8:16 remaining here in this opening frame. And just to finish my point on Ryan Dickinson, a guy that really gives a lot of credit to his coaches, his teammates, but most importantly, his family back home. As Miss Shannon and Mr. Tom, they've been behind him ever since he started playing hockey at a young age. And he is an only child, and Ryan Dickinson has been their world. And his mom and dad have certainly worked hard to build him into the successful young man and hockey player that he is today. And so Ms. Shannon and Mr. Tom, who've tuned in from Brighton, Michigan, thank you for giving us Ryan Dickinson. He's been a pleasure. A breakaway. Quick wrister score. Right on a breakaway. He went right through. And that is, I believe, number 19, Powikonen, who got on the breakaway. Rather, that's Venagoni as he goes top shelf. Glove side on Balboa, and this game is tied on a 4-on-4 goal as Carlin was in the box. Time of the goal, 11:53 of the first, and we are tied 1-1. Venagoni. Deneen. And Jack Messick, number 16, get the helpers on the tying goal here in the first. And for Venagoni, he continues his outstanding year as he picks up his team-leading 47th point of the year, 26th goal of the season. They are an oiled machine off the far side boards. Brazil trying to get it out. Rupsoff rattled it back out to center. So 1-1 the score. And it's a 4-on-4 goal. And now we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Played up now to the middle of the ice is Amarillo along to that far side. Good hard hit there by Shreveport. He's like a battery ram. Now up the near side. Puck now scooted along. Witherspoon up ahead there to Shreveport. Shreveport will slow it down. Now along the inboards. Trying to throw it off the side of the net. It gets blocked. Now up ahead there to Witherspoon. Fires one toward the net. It got blocked. Witherspoon now played back up top there to Metcalf. Metcalf now up ahead there to Witherspoon. He waits from the near circle. He'll curl it back. 5-on-5 hockey. He'll drop it back up to Metcalf. Here comes the California native. Throws it toward the net. It redirected just wide along the short side. Now thrown through the goal mouth just off the stick of Metcalf. Now along to the near side. Good zone time here for the Bugs. Along to the inboards. Witherspoon picks it up. Now a couple of guys getting tied up along that near corner. That was Kiefer. Puck now is rolled all the way down. Big shout out to the Chirinos. Tuned in from various parts of Greensburg, Pennsylvania. Off to the near side there of Witherspoon. Glad to have Miss Dana and, of course, Carson, Tyler, and, of course, little sister Miss Emma. Beautiful young lady we saw just not too long ago at George's Pond. And she's a big fan of the Oh My Gumbo call, so she automatically becomes one of my favorites. And, of course, I know little Miss Emma is tuned in tonight, so glad to have you with us watching Big Brother Dawson. Now along to the near side there to Miller along that far half wall. Miller trying to scoot it along, now off the near side, thrown toward the net. Oh, boy. Couldn't grab it there was Weber, or he would have had a chance there. Now Peters throws it toward the net. It hits a couple of bodies, now goes to the far corner. 5:40 and counting here in the first period. It's brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. 1-1 is the score. Along to the near side, thrown in front from the high slot. Quick shot. They score! Hutton, his first goal here in George's Pond as a Mudbug. And it's 2-1 Shreveport. The former Jackalope strikes against Amarillo. For Hutton, it's got goal number 2 as a Bug, and goal number 10 altogether. Time of the goal, 14:29 of the first. Bugs back on top, 2-1. It's got to feel good for Matt Hutton and Carmel, Indiana. Hutton from Weber and Procopio. Procopio now a goal and an assist, and that line produces a big-time goal. Hutton, Weber, and Procopio, the newest line that Coach Soupy's been kind of wanting to get some magic out of, and they score the latest tally. Now along that near corner, play back up top, quick shot, goes wide of Balboa. Well, you can never take a break against this Bulls team. Now played in to the Bulls zone. It is a 2-1 Shreveport lead. Now along to the near side, couple of collisions in front. Now thrown back up top. Dickinson couldn't get much on it. Slowed down there by Trella. Pluck now is saucered back out to center. Nichols carries it back in. Nichols with a little dance move. Throws it toward the net. Glockner able to poke it out of trouble. Now the puck played along the inboards. 2-1 lead for the Bugs. As the goal comes at 14:29 and we got a whistle. As that puck deflects out of play. 4:17 remaining here in the opening frame. Shreveport 2, Amarillo 1. Brazil out on the ice. Shouting out some instructions for the rest of his teammates on the ice. Face-off just outside the Amarillo blue line. Battle at. Won there by Amarillo. They have it down to the near side. Puikonin able to kind of steer it in to the Mudbug zone. Brazil's got it. Along to that far side boards. Koklachev backhands it back out to center. Puck now is just wristed back into the Mudbug zone. Good body positioning there by Smith. Along to the far side there to the Bear Koklachev. Koklachev, Smith, and Rupsov, that line back intact after the bronchitis. Rupsov had to battle through. Quick shot, steer, stick save, rebound chance, another save, another shot. They score. Amarillo stayed with it along that far side post, and they're able to scoop it past Balboa. And boy, that is a hard-fought goal for Bulls hockey as they stayed with it. And they're able to poke it home. I believe it's Allen along that far side, and we're tied again, 2-2. Boy, Allen with goal number 21 on the year, and it comes at 16:21 of the first period, and you just can never let your foot off the gas pedal against this Amarillo team. Game tied 2-2. Boy, a goal-packed first period for both teams. Allen's 21st from Puikonin and Surdy. It comes at 16:21, and we're all knotted up at 2 again. Mudbugs now lug it up the ice. Sherino thrown to the middle of the ice. Drop-back pass was broken up. Oh, a hard hit along the face. Boy, Amarillo is screaming for a call. They're going to get one now. Black thrown toward the net. It gets blocked. Penalty coming up against Shreveport. They'll touch it up and we'll get the call. And now pushing and shoving. Here we go along the inboards. Dickinson was in the fray. I believe it's going to be an elbowing infraction with 2:47 remaining here in the first. Gerard will get the call, or get dinged for 2 rather. Lots of furry friends in the building this evening. Glad to have a man's best friend surrounding the pole. I've not seen my favorite type of dog, which is a Bernese Mountain Dog. Those are popular in Denver, Colorado. And one of my favorites is actually a former Mudbug, Cole Quisenberry's dog, a Bernese Mountain Dog, Hallie Quisenberry. And you would think I would be a full-fledged dog guy, and I am whenever I'm around her, that's for sure. That was a special one, and that was obviously a special year for Mudbugs hockey and route to a Robertson Cup. Face off one there by the Mudbugs. Mudbugs have it. That's Hutton. Interference, the call on Gerard. Wow. Oh, wow. Messick in the box for roughing. So both teams 4-on-4. I like it. Get a little open ice for both teams. Puck now is worked back out to center. Messick off the far side boards. Miller will grab it. He'll take it back into his own end. If you just joined us, 2-2 game, and the Mudbugs will be without Ryan Waltman for the rest of the contest after a game misconduct, after a head contact blow along the middle of the ice. Now played back out to center. Along to the near side there now to Witherspoon. He gains the blue line there. Up ahead now to the far side there to Sharino. Sharino now gets hit hard. Couldn't hold the zone. Right back out to center. Sharino grabs it to the near side there to Dickinson. It's a 2-2 game as we're $1:40 remaining here in the first period. It's brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. Along to the far side there to Dickinson. He'll glide it up the ice. Along to that far side, gaining the blue line there is Brazil. Brazil trying to throw it back up top, intercepted, and now the Bulls, if they rush it up the ice, they got some numbers. Martesian around the far corner, quick shot blocked. Good job there by Witherspoon to get back. Now spun around, Brazil. Along to the near side there to Dickinson. Dickinson now throws it. Oh, no, he gave it away. Worked back into the near corner. As we're down to $1:05 remaining, 4-on-4 hockey for 15 more seconds. Good little spin move there by Trella. Tried to throw it toward the net. It got blocked. Down to a minute left here in the opening frame. Brazil now to Witherspoon. Witherspoon waits. He'll whack it in. Oh, a hard hit as Brazil gets thrown down, but he got back up. Back out to center. Down to 40 seconds left in the opening frame. Played up ahead there to Nattyshek. Nattyshek gains the blue line. He's got it now from the near half wall. Mudbugs trying to scrape one more out. In deep there to Metcalf. Metcalf now wraps his man up, thrown to the far circle, thrown in front. Just missed the stick of Nattyshek in front. Now along the near corner, along the end boards. Nattyshek stays with it. Nattyshek now pile drived into that boards. Now along to the near corner, Mudbugs hold the zone, throw him back up top to Miller. 15 seconds, thrown toward the net, blocked in front, tied up the skate of Nattyshek. Now thrown toward the net, save made there by Glockner. With 18.5 seconds remaining here in the Generational Financial Advisors first period, 2-2 game. See a Kawamura jersey in the building. That is, of course, Mr. Sam Hall, or former billet dad and proud season ticket holder, wearing the jersey of former Mudbug Kyle Kawamura. We miss a ton. That was a first-year Mudbugs team. Thrown through the slot, tied up there was Weber. I love taking trips down memory lane. Now through the neutral zone. And now, the buzzer sounds and pushing and shoving. Somebody got the wrong stick up the crawl of Metcalf, and he was none too pleased. It's a 2-2 game, and we've only played one period of action. A break in the action as we'll go to the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy first intermission show. We'll talk to Mudbugs goaltender Richie Perrott. You don't want to miss it. Had a little au français in the conversation. It's a 2-2 game. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Bayou Blasters helps bring you Shreveport Mudbugs hockey on the ticket. Hey, this is Jay Fuel letting you know Bayou Blasters offers the best dry ice blasting in all of Shreveport. Our solid CO2 provides a powerful industrial equipment cleaning solution for a variety of applications, ranging from heavy slag removal to delicate semiconductor and circuit board cleaning. Our ice blasting technology has become known as the cleanest and most environmentally friendly way to clean and prep any surface. Call us at 877-352-8614 or log on to BayouBlasters.com.
The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. That's why State Farm agent Ben Tolis and his State Farm team are here to help you score a big goal with your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go score the winning goal and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522.
Janice Watt and General Financial Advisors are excited to support our 2019-2020 Shreveport Mudbugs hockey. Their experienced staff are ready to assist you with your tax, accounting, and financial needs from birth until retirement, including life insurance. Call Janice at 318-219-4188 and set up an appointment. Your consultation is free, or log on to gfapartners.com. We are here for you. Go Mudbugs! Securities and investment advisory services offered through Royal Alliance Associates, Inc., member FINRA SIPC, and registered investment advisor. Generational Financial Advisors is a marketing name.
Welcome back into the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy first intermission show. We're talking to one of my favorites. I kind of look at him maybe not just as a player, maybe like a pesty little brother, always likes to give me grief on the bus, but a guy that I've enjoyed my time with really in this second season, Mudbugs goaltender Richie Perrant. First of all, Richie, thanks for the time. We appreciate you joining us.
Thank you, Chet.
Talk about what it was like. You pick up your fourth shutout last weekend, and that was coming off a rough start, you would say, in Odessa. That week leading up to that next start, coming off Odessa who ended a 22-game lengthy losing streak. How tough was that week to kind of have that pill in the back of your mind?
Yeah, obviously it was very tough. It wasn't a game we should have lost, and it sucked that we didn't get the win. But it just took a moment and made me realize that just when you think you'll beat the worst team in our division, it just real life hits you, and you got to be ready for every team and not take any team lightly. So just that whole week was just putting in the effort and just not trying on every play, just making sure you finished every play and did everything properly, because at the end of the day you just can't take shortcuts, and I think we tried to take a shortcut in Odessa and it bit us really hard. So yeah, this whole week was just focusing on doing the right things and giving it your best, and that's what it was leading into Springfield.
You do a lot of work with your dad, obviously, Mudbugs associate head coach Rich Perrant. Now you get the joy of having Ryan Perrant. He's in the front of the bus with the coaches and myself, and I've enjoyed having him around just as much as you guys have. What's it been like to have your little brother here?
It's awesome. Already to have my dad with me for my last year of juniors is unbelievable, and then for my little brother to be able to do online school and come here for this year is also unbelievable. I'm truly blessed to have both of them here with me and spend time with them.
Does a future Mudbug have a calling for Ryan?
I mean, if he wants it, it's the possibility is definitely there. It just depends on how much he wants it, and yeah.
Maybe he could stay with Miss Tanya.
I would love for him to stay with Miss Tanya. If he played here, I would love for him to stay with Miss Tanya. Best Bill mom out there. She's awesome. I love her.
What worked for you well in Springfield? It wasn't the busiest night for you, but that's ideal, I think, for a goalie. Less shots, because last year we were facing maybe a lot of shots as far as Leo Schward and Balboa were concerned. At one point, it's 40, 50 shots a game coming toward those guys, and then you as well. Last weekend seemed like one of those games where you just had to make opportune saves, and obviously a shutout must have been nice.
Yeah, like Soupy said, they're a very opportunistic team, and we saw that the first night they didn't have that many shots, and they were able to bury. They had, I think, 7 breakaways. So coming into Saturday, I knew I'd maybe get a breakaway or 2, and I just knew that I had to show up when they did have those grade A chances, and that's what I tried to focus on, and I think that's what helped me get through the game that night.
Growing up with your dad being this 15-year pro, being a goalie, did you feel that sense of pressure that I want to be a goalie, I want to be like my dad? He's spent
an enormous amount of time in the NHL. Did those thoughts ever come through your head, and did that ever deter you?
I mean, I started playing hockey when I was 9 years old. My dad was in Germany, and it got to a point where I was telling my dad, like I want to play hockey. Like, I'm tired of just watching you play and coming to your practices. And I was like, I want to start playing hockey. And because of his pro career, that's why I started so late. But I started skating when I was 3 years old, and I've been playing mini sticks at home since 3 years old. So I've always loved hockey, and it was really me that was pushing the hockey on him. And if I wasn't a hockey player or even a goalie, it wouldn't bother my dad. He just wanted me to do what made me happy as a kid, and hockey has made me happy as a kid until now, and I just love the game so much, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
You know, I got a chance to spend a little bit of time with the lovely ladies in the Perrant family. Had breakfast with Rihanna, one of your sisters, and she and your dad, Rich Perrant, was talking about how when your dad would spend time on practicing on the ice, you'd basically be hanging from the rafters. Do you remember those memories, kind of going into the rink and watching your dad practice and just kind of, I guess, acting like you were in an amusement park of some sorts is the way they described it?
Yeah, I actually do. I remember it towards the end of his career when he was in Germany. I was like 5, 6, 7. I used to drive to practice with him every single morning. And there was another player on the team that had a son that was around my age. So they would go on the ice and practice, and we would just hang out and be in like a 15,000-seat arena, and we'd have it all to ourselves. The first thing we'd do is, as soon as they got on the ice, him and I would go in our dad's wallets and take some money out of them, and then there was like this candy vending machine that you had to like play with and get some candy. And we would go there almost every day and try to get some candy, and go back in the stands and watch practice, and it was awesome. Like, I really, really enjoyed watching him in practice and exploring the rink every day.
And you haven't scaled back from your candy exposure, because every time we stop at Buc-ee's, what's your number one go-to thing?
My number one go thing is the wax bottles. Yeah, yeah. Breezy and I really, really love those things. I'll get them and we'll share them, and they're awesome. Yeah.
Talk about David Brazil as a captain. Last year we had Jay Fewell. This year, David Brazil, and it seems like that captaincy role has never really lost a beat.
Yeah, for sure. Both very great captains. Breezy's awesome, just an unbelievable human being, unbelievable hockey player, unbelievable guy to be around. He's one of the guys that comes over to my house and watches The Bachelor with me, so him and I really bond over that. And honestly, like, he's definitely a model citizen, model hockey player. He's definitely somebody that guys should follow. He's always doing the right thing. Such a genuine guy, and I'm glad I just got to meet him in my lifetime.
You mentioned Bachelor first before I did. I'm a big fan of the show, not as big as you. I'm a little ticked off. I kind of got deterred once my girl Sarah from Knoxville, Tennessee got unjustly kicked from the show. I thought the producers did her wrong, but that's for another day and place. Who's your girl, and I guess obviously who you rooting for?
Yeah, since night one, when we first lost the first episode, Hannah Ann really caught my eye. I feel like Peter didn't really handle the Bachelor seasons well this year. He sent home girls that shouldn't have been sent home, and he kept girls way too long that should have been sent home. And he made a lot of mistakes, like, as the Bachelor went on. But I'm really happy with the Final Four. I think Madison is a great girl. Hannah Ann's awesome. I really like Kelsey, too. And then Victoria, I'm not sure about her. I think he should have kept Kelly over her. But I mean, my top two are in there, so I can't complain.
We're talking to Richie Perrant, Mudbugs goaltender. Top prospects. You get a berth into it. You're having a dynamite year. I thought there should have been a lot of Mudbugs that should have gone. There's a lot of guys in my mind that were going to get the vote. I had a chance to vote. You were one of my votes for sure. Just talk about that honor going to Attleboro and being able to represent Shreveport.
Thank you, Chet, for voting for me.
You're welcome. The numbers don't lie.
I mean, it's awesome. It's definitely an honor to be selected to go there and showcase my skills in front of all the college and NHL teams. And yeah, truly an awesome opportunity, and I'm definitely not gonna take it lightly and go out there and show all those schools what I can do.
Last year in juniors, has that sunk in yet? Like we're down the kind of the final stretch. We obviously all believe that this is a team that can go far places once everybody's healthy, once everybody's ready to go. The team has had a great season so far. It's got a lot more work to do. Has that ever even sunk in that, boy, this is the final stretch of juniors?
It has. It's been an awesome year so far. And then sometimes I'll tell the boys, I'm like, come on, do this with me. Like, in 3 months, we won't be able to do it anymore. It's our last year. And I've had an awesome year this year, and I just don't want it to end. But it's really made me realize you just got to cherish every single moment, even if it's cuddling up in each other's bunks at 4 a.m. on a road trip back from whoever. You just gotta make all those last moments count, because you're definitely gonna miss them.
Well, I'll close it out with this. I had interviews with Alexi Girard and of course, my weekly pregame interviews with your dad. I'm starting to close it out en français. So here we go. I know you make fun of me for my French usage. Your mom has been very critical, I'm sure. Merci beaucoup and bonne chance.
Thank you, Chet.
We'll be back with more after these messages. Here are the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
From diving lessons with certified trainers to gearing up in the proper dive gear, Scuba Ventures has just what you need to begin your diving adventures. Hey, it's Jordan Fader. Explore the underwater world with us. Whether you dream of seeing all the colorful fish of the sea or simply want to feel the rush of the open water, we can turn your dream into reality. Learn to dive and take trips with us to Cozumel, Curacao, and Roatan. We offer a full spectrum of underwater classes from scuba, snorkeling, open water diving, boat diving, and more. Call us now at 318-222-3483 or log on to scubaventures.com.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back into the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. We're now have a special treat. We're joined by one of my big corporate partners. He's been a supporter the last couple of years on this broadcast, and of course been a supporter of the Mudbugs for a long time. He's the head man, the general manager, the president of Scuba Ventures, Jason Felt. Jason, thanks for the time. We do appreciate you coming on.
No problem, Chet. Thanks for asking me to come.
Just talk about, first of all, thank you for being a supporter the last 2 years. We appreciate everything you guys have done for Mudbugs hockey.
Oh, yeah, no problem. We enjoy being a sponsor.
Just talk about what's been going on at Scuba Ventures lately.
So this time of year is we start to slow down a little bit. Obviously around here it gets a little cooler, and so not a lot of divers want to dive locally around here, but we do a lot of trips out of the country and stuff like that. And so we also our trade shows around this time, so we start ramping up for next year and figuring out where we want to go to these cool dive destinations. So we're going to Cayman in February, we're going to Cozumel in March, we're going to go to Bonaire next year, Bahamas next year, Flower Gardens, that's kind of a local place. It's about a 6-hour drive from here, and go out in the Gulf of Mexico. We're going to do some spearfishing trips and stuff like that. So that's what we've been working on, getting ready for next year.
I know you're big on these trips. What's the hottest spot that you've been to?
Everybody always asks me what my favorite spot is, and I love all of them. It's just a blast to go to all those different places. Yap, a lot of people don't know, have never heard of it. It's kind of close to Guam and Palau, if you know where that's at. And that was a really, really cool one that I enjoyed. But I love Cayman and Cozumel and the Bahamas, those quick Caribbean, easy places to go that are quick for us.
So people have asked me how you get signed up for these big trips, because I know you're all about it, and Christian obviously talks about them as well. How can someone get involved in a trip like this?
We have a sign-up sheet at the shop, and you can call the shop or come by, and you put a deposit down. We've got a time that you have to have everything paid by. We have an orientation, like a pool refresher. So anybody that's certified, or if most of the time, most of our trips, we do have non-diver prices. So if you've got a person that is not a diver, they can still come with you. Just come by the shop.
So is it family oriented, or is it just a person and his wife, or just a person by himself? How broad is that range?
The range is pretty broad. I mean, we've got a lot of husband and wives, dual income, no kids. We've got a lot of families that go, and we've got a lot of single people that go. So the trips are all across the board. Most of them, though, are more adults go on some of the trips and stuff like that. And every once in a while, we have some 20, 21-year-old, the kids come with them, but it's usually, we don't have a ton of younger kids right now.
Christian always seems to be busy with these scuba classes, and we're going to be doing Dive with the Bugs. That's going to involve our Bugs players later on this season. We'll get to that in a little bit, but explain what goes on in a scuba class and how popular are those right now?
So the scuba classes, normally someone comes in or calls a shop and you get some e-learning you go ahead and do, and then it's a 2-weekend class. A lot of people think, in the 70s and 80s our classes were 7-8 weeks long, and a lot of people think, it's going to take me forever to get certified. It's 2 weekends now, so it's not a lot of time involved. Still a great certification, but more easy to get than it was in the past 20, 30 years ago. And they're very popular. A lot of people love to get out of Shreveport and go to some cool destinations. We have some great diving that's local around us too, within a couple hours. There's dive parks over in Terrell and north of Houston. Also in Athens, Texas. Our boat's up at Lake Washington Hot Springs, and so we're about 3.5 hours from there. So there's some great dive destinations that are fairly local for us.
We're talking to Jason Felt from Scuba Ventures here in the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. Now, Christian, he's been hammering me about getting in the water for this Dive with the Bugs event that we're going to do in the second half of this season. And I'm not a big water guy. I honestly can't swim, Jason. What's the biggest misconception? I mean, could a person like me get into the water where I don't really have any swimming experience?
We do require a swim for the first part of our class, so you do have to know how to swim, but that's something that we can help you with before the scuba classes as well too. But we want you to be comfortable in the water. It just makes you a better diver, and being more comfortable in the water will just make you a long-term diver instead of somebody that's just going one time.
What is the hottest item? So during your hot time at Scuba Ventures, what's the hottest item that you tend to see people buy?
Technology is real big for, I think, any market right now, and so a lot of our dive computers, a lot of people really are interested in them.
What is that?
They're all colored screen computers. They're able to tell you what depth you're at, if you're coming up too fast, how much pressure is in the tank. They can do it wirelessly, Bluetooth, or with a hose. So that's what I see a lot of places. And I just came back from our trade show, and they have some that are like in heads-up displays now, where it's pretty cool, where you just look up and all that information's right there at your eyes instead of having to, bring your wrist up to you or grab a hose and look at it.
So just to give an idea for people out there, how much does that go for?
Computers start anywhere from about $300 to around $1,200-$1,500.
So like a laptop.
Yeah, there are some exceptions out there. I mean, sky's the limit with toys, but the majority of them around $300 to $1,200, $1,500. So
I've heard the word trade show get tossed around through various types of businesses. What does a trade show for you mean when you go to places like Vegas?
So I've had multiple discussions with other dive shop owners, and a lot of them don't see the benefit in it, but it just pumps me up to be able to talk to other business owners that go through the exact same thing that you're going through in your line of business. Most businesses are similar, but when you can talk to other dive shop owners or other dive leaders and bounce ideas off of them, it just pumps me up for the next year, gives me good ideas, able to offer things that I didn't ever think of offering for our divers around here, and just get to mingle with other industry professionals. Like I was talking to Jean-Michel Cousteau at the last one, and there's another really nice lady that was on Sea Hunt, and so got to talk with her. So I mean, that's cool for me.
One thing in Shreveport that opened up, and I guess it's fairly new, is the aquarium downtown. I haven't had a chance to check it out. How much work and affiliation do you have with them?
So I actually work with them weekly because I'm their dive safety officer. So they have a dive team. It's all the husbandry staff, and the husbandry staff actually gets in the tanks and cleans them and scrubs the rocks and vacuums and stuff like that. And we have a dive safety board. So because it is very shallow, but there are things that could go wrong, so we want to make sure everything's done by the books, and so that's my job there. And it's a part-time thing for me, but it's a lot of fun for me to be able to get in the water. Especially, I've scheduled my time when my oldest son has been there with some of his school groups, and so that's been pretty cool to see his face, to know that I'm in the water with all the sharks and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool.
So the only one I've been to, and I'm originally from California, so when I was real little, I went to the world's famous Monterey Bay Aquarium. How is this one, and how, I guess, have you seen the popularity rise as far as it being new and being able to gather a crowd?
Yeah, I think it's a great size for Shreveport. I have been to one of the other ones that is similar in size in Grapevine, that one of the main husbandry guy worked for that company, and it's great. The kids are able to interact. I mean, they can touch stingrays, they can touch a lot of things, they can see a lot of cool things, and I hope it just propels new divers for us in the long term, because they're like, ooh, that's really cool to be able to see that and touch it. Now let's go see it in its natural habitat. That's
Jason Felt of Scuba Ventures. He's a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs hockey. Easiest way to get in contact with Scuba Ventures?
222-DIVE, 222-3483. I'm also Jason at scubaventures.com, and our website's scubaventures.com.
Jason, thanks for the time, thanks for the support, and good luck the rest of the way.
Appreciate you, Chet.
We'll have more after these messages. You're listening to the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. This is Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Bayou Blasters helps bring you Shreveport Mudbugs hockey on the ticket. Hey, this is Jay Fuel letting you know Bayou Blasters offers the best dry ice blasting in all of Shreveport. Our solid CO2 provides a powerful industrial equipment cleaning solution for a variety of applications, ranging from heavy slag removal to delicate semiconductor and circuit board cleaning. Our ice blasting technology has become known as the cleanest and most environmentally friendly way to clean and prep any surface. Call us at 877-352-8614 or log on to bayoublasters.com.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hearst Coliseum. 2-2 game, shots 8-7 in favor of Amarillo, as both teams trade a pair of tallies. And the Mudbugs will now skate from right to left in this second period. Lots of dogs, lots of happy fans, and I don't think Amarillo nor Shreveport were happy about how that first period transpired. Got a little testy. Mudbugs have lost Ryan Waltman in the game, if you're just joining us, at 4:35 of the first after head contact. A game misconduct on number 21, so he is done for the evening. And the NHL will review that tonight and see if any further suspension is needed. Puck now played into the Mudbug zone, 5-on-5 hockey. Played up to the middle of the ice, down to the near side there is Natty Shack. Works it up the ice. Natty Shack now trying to kind of thread his way through the slot. It got blocked and stolen away there by Martizzi. Now along to the near corner, Surdy back into his own end. He'll throw it back onto a Denis. Now off the near side boards. Puck now chiseled up ahead there to Trella. Trella will love tap it into the near corner of the Mudbug zone. Now puck spun around behind the cage of Balboa. 2-2 game. Played back up top, and Amarillo can't hold the zone. Through the neutral zone. That's McCardle, and he'll mail it back into the far corner. McCardle, the former Odessa Jackalope, teammate of Hutton back in Odessa. Came to Amarillo really around the same time Hutton got moved to Shreveport. Of course, Hutton, the longtime friend and teammate of former Mudbugs captain Jay Fewell from Carmel, Indiana. Big shout out to the Hutton family. Glad to have them with us. Now along to the near middle of the ice. Now gaining the blue line from the left side. Now throwing up ahead there. Puck broken up as he tried to get the pass there to McCardle. Broken up there by Procopio. Nice night for Procopio. A goal and an assist in front of his dad. Glad to have Mr. Procopio with us. And, of course, had to thank Mr. Procopio for the unbelievable deer jerky he brought me last trip over to Dom. And Dominic Procopio was able to send that over to me. And, of course, he brought me a Raising Cane's gift card on this trip. So, love the Procopios. I've grown quite close to them in my 4 years here in Shreveport. A 2-on-1. It's Allen back to Pikonen. Back to Allen. He couldn't handle that pass cleanly. That 2-on-1 went awry for Amarillo. Now played back now to the right point. Quick shot there by Malikin. Redirects into the near corner. Played up ahead there to Hutton. Hutton will hammer it off the far side boards. Down the length of the ice. It hit off a couple of bodies on its way through, so no icing. Puck now floated, but not out. Smith able to hold the zone. Thrown up ahead there. Oh, no, good shove aside there by Glockner. Out of the near half wall. Mudbugs trying to hold the zone. Puck now is just weeded out and batted back in to the Amarillo zone. Up ahead there to Procopio. Procopio, quick shot blocked. Procopio stays with it. Delved back up top and, missed everybody. And it goes all the way down the length of the ice. Behind the cage, the Mudbugs have it. Just under 3 minutes gone by here in the DeFata and Associates LLC second. Drop back there to Metcalf, but the Mudbugs come in off sides. Metcalf did not agree with that call, and neither do I. That was close, and you could see Metcalf worked up along that far side, and I don't blame him. That was very close on the entry. Second period brought to you by DeFata and Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services. Personal matters, child custody cases, internal theft problems within your business. Just call our main man, Jerry DeFata, at 318-635-9944 or log on to DeFataPI.com. Mudbugs win the face-off to the far side. Puck now speared into the Bulls zone there by Sharina. Play now up top there to Girard. He's pinching the zone as always. And now that is Hill up ahead to the middle of the ice, working it now to the far corner, thrown toward the net. Save made, rebound, chance, score. That's a bad goal from Balboa. Bad rebound control, and punching it in, I believe, is Helgren through the slot. And it's a 3-2 Amarillo lead. And Amarillo has the lead for the first time this evening. And it comes at 3:19 of the second period. That's a tough goal given up from Balboa. I thought he's had some tough rebound control this evening, and it's something he's going to have to battle through. It is the 17th goal of the season. Check that. That is Casey Repke who gets the goal, his 17th of the year. Now the Mudbugs are trailing in this contest. Repke's third goal of the year, rather. Check that. Quick shot. Goes wide. And it is a 3-2 Amarillo lead. Backhand shot. They score. It slips through the pads of Balboa, right through the legs, and it's a 4-2 Amarillo lead. And the coaching staff looked ever so slightly at Richie Perrant as we're just almost 4 minutes into the second, and it is a 2-goal lead for the Bulls. Slipping it through there is Venagoni. I believe it's his second of the game. Richie Perrant starting to kind of get loosened up behind that bench. And it is Devin Tung who's able to, I believe, able to poke it home. And quickly, Amarillo has a 2-goal lead. And the Mudbugs are now trailing. Perrant was getting ready to come out, or what it looked like it was. Devin Tung gets the goal. And Martesian gets one of those assists. We'll see who gets the other one. And that one was a tough goal for Balboa once again. Balboa fighting, trying to fight through it. It is a 2-goal deficit now for Bugs hockey. Just a little bit of chaos in front of the slot, in front of Balboa. And just a tough one for him to stop. He couldn't corral it. And we're only 5 minutes in, almost, into the second. Amarillo 4, Shreveport 2 off the near side boards. Missed the stick of Hutton. Mudbugs got to play catch-up. They've done it before. It's just a taller task against the best team in all of the North American Hockey League. Of course, Amarillo had one of those teams last year that thought they were going to win the Robertson Cup. They feel like they have one of those teams again this season, and they have shown why they're the best in the business. Blowing a tire. Mudbugs now able to grab the turnover. Koklachev works it in deep there. The roof's off, thrown toward the net as Smith tried to poke it home. Save made there by Glockner. 4-2 lead for Amarillo. Devin Tung's 14th of the year from Bessick and Martesian. Mudbugs give up a pair of goals in a 33-second span. And the Mudbugs are going to kind of claw the mountain here along in the near corner. Koklachev will work it around the far side boards. Plenty of time to the far side. Roofs up back to Koklachev. He'll work it in deep in the near corner there to Smith. Smith now thrown toward the net, and Glockner kind of paddled it over to his left. Oh, hard check. Mudbugs hold the zone. That's Koklachev along to the far corner. Smith along the inboards. Taken away, and Amarillo's got the puck. Thrown up ahead through the neutral zone. Martesian will mail it in along to the near corner. He'll glide it up, stolen away there by Metcalf along the near side boards. Puck now worked in. Taken there by Gerard. Gerard back out to center. He'll float it in up ahead there for Rubtsov to grab. Rubtsov now along the end boards. Gets kind of taken down. Mudbugs trying to battle for it. That's Kiefer. Trying to be a spark here for the Mudbugs. Down by a pair. Played up ahead. Leonard Puikonen. 13-15 remaining here in the second. Bulls 4, Bugs 2. Sherino trying to flip it up ahead there to Miller. Hard hit going on up top. Now along to the far side. Quick shot there. Blocks. 6 save made there by Balboa. Boy, Coach Soupy looked ever so slightly at Richie Perrant, but no goaltending change just yet. He's trying to stick with his Colorado Springs netminder. Along to the near corner. Allen gains the blue line from the right side. Allen dropped over. Quick shot there by Hill. Save made. Rebound chance. And it gets poke checked to just wide. Puck now. Sky, but blocked. Right on net. Balboa makes the save. And now Peters starting to get a little feisty along that far corner. 12:32 remaining here in the second period. It is Amarillo 4. And Shreveport 2. A break in the action, 12:32 remaining here in the second period. 4-2 Amarillo. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFatta and Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFatta and Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defattapi.com for more information.
Welcome back into Mudbugs hockey. 4-2 lead for Amarillo. Mudbugs hockey on the air, brought to you by Sterling Dental Center. My good friend Dr. Emil Janou and his awesome staff has your next dental checkup covered. Call 318-688-1040 or log on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com. Tough second period so far for Bugs hockey. Face off now to the right of Balboa. Face off won there by Shreveport. Worked around now to the near corner. Dickinson able to spear it all the way down the length of the ice. It'll be icing. Boy, Dickinson was looking for a tip drill there with that dump down the ice. He did not get it, and it's an icing against Shreveport. All your icings brought to you by Bayou Blasters. Cleanest shot on ice. The Mudbugs, who might see Amarillo in that first round of the NHL playoffs, know that it is going to be a tall task. Oh, boy. Sacked down there was Dickinson on his man. Now through the neutral zone. Steal to Brazil. And we got a whistle. Penalty coming up to Amarillo. And Shreveport. Looks like Natty Shack and Postula are in the box. And Natty Shack with a few words for Postula, two guys that know each other quite fondly. And Postula partaking in a little bit of a little riff-raff conversation. That one did not look as heated. Postula, one of the nicest guys you'll ever come across. He's one of the true gentlemen of the game. I think they were both a bit perplexed that they got dinged for offsetting minors. Oh, boy. Tyler Auld, one of our fantastic staff members, has got a big old box of Southern Maine donuts, and I'm craving one right now. I made a signal over to bring one up here. They are fresh, they're hot, and they are good. Proud partner of Mudbugs hockey. Cross-checking on Natty Shack. Not sure what Postula got. They did not specify. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Postula. A little perplexed by both calls, if you ask me, but 4-on-4 hockey could help out the Mudbugs with a little space here. Along to the near side. That is Miller. He'll get back behind the cage. The Bulls have a 2-goal lead after a couple of quick ones in a span of 33 seconds earlier here in this period. Working it in there is Hutton. He'll squeeze it in along that near corner. Thrown back to the slot there from the high slot. Miller fires it. Good stick involved. Involved there by Allen getting a stick in front. Now Mudbugs have it. Back up top to Miller. Now work to the far side there to Rubsoff. Rubsoff now behind the cage. Rubsoff from the near corner. Thrown back up top to Miller. Miller throws it toward the net. Blocked. As the puck now flips way up into the crowd. Look out. A couple of lovebirds in front of us are okay. Speaking of lovebirds, Valentine's Day right around the corner. It is tomorrow. And we got plenty of love bug packages, including cheapskate date night, two silver level tickets, 2 adult beverages, 2 items of your choice of the concessions, and 2 skating passes just for $44. You want to come out for Valentine's Day at George's Pond. Backhand through the slot, got blocked as Koklachev tried to drive it toward the net. Just call 318-636-7094 to book your package. We also have a couple of non-couple of game packages, including 4 tickets, a bottle of wine, and a box of chocolates. For the ladies, $60. Valentine's Day, love will be in the air tomorrow evening at George's Pond. Quick shot there by Surdy, gets the glass. Can't wait for Valentine's Day, one of my favorites. Now along to the far side, 4-on-4 hockey. Disp, Mudbugs down by a pair. Worked in deep there to Nanishak along the inboards. Nanishak now kind of falls over his man. I believe that was Besic. Play back up top, thrown toward the net. It gets blocked. Mudbugs hold the zone. Gerard, he'll just jab it in there for Nanishak to grab along that near corner. Oh, the Toledo, Ohio native gets thrown down to the ice, and we got another penalty coming up to Amarillo. It's McCardle. He is not the boy next door, and he is going to sit in the box, I believe, for holding, as he is starting to yap away at that call. So McCardle in the box for a couple of minutes, and this is a big AEP Swepco power play for Shreveport. A break in the action, 9:37 to go here in the second period. It's a 4-2 lead for Amarillo. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Hey, this is Chet Yoder, voice of the Mudbugs. DeFada and Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services has been conducting professional private investigations for over 20 years. They offer a full range of services to both individuals and businesses. Whether you need an investigator for a personal matter like a child custody case or you suspect an internal theft problem with your business, DeFada and Associates has the experience, training, and knowledge to get you the information you need. Call Jerry today at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case or visit them online at defadapi.com.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hearst Coliseum. Valentine's Day will be tomorrow night. Join us for the Bugs and the Bulls. They'll conclude this 2-game series tomorrow night, 6:50 with the Landers, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram pregame show with a 7-11 puck drop. And we hope to have a lot of happy couples with love in the air with Valentine's Day. I hope to have a little lunchtime with my Valentine, and I'm not exactly sure if she is going to be my Valentine. And we'll ask her tomorrow morning. It'll be a game time decision on if she says yes or no. I never assume these things, but I have a nice romantic lunch planned and hoping for the best, a smooth, and of course loving afternoon with that young lady. I'll be a little busy at night, so can't exactly get much of a special night at that time. I'll be calling this contest for all our happy lovebirds tuned into this evening's, or tomorrow evening's contest, rather. Played back now to Dickinson, to the far side there, back up top to Dickinson. He waits. Now to the near side. One-time shot there by Hutton from the near side. Blocker save. Made there by Glockner. Mudbugs trying to pull it back within one. Dickinson worked to Hutton. Hutton's got it. Thrown toward the net. Blocked. It through the slot. Thrown toward the net. And it got blocked again. Hutton's got it. Back up top now to Dickinson. Back to Hutton from the near circle. He'll delve it in deep there to Natty Shack. Thrown around the horn. Back up top to Dickinson. One-time blast there by Hutton. It got blocked. And the puck is speared down the length of the ice. 8:50 remaining here in the second. $1:10 left on McCardle's holding infraction. Mudbugs Swepco power play has been in the grave lately. They have not cashed in a very long time. Backhanded in deep there by Koklachev. Couldn't get it deep. And the puck is deflected and thrown down the length of the ice. Now along to the near corner. Gerard will Settle it back down for Smith. He'll drop it back there for Girard as they outlet it up ahead. Through the far side. Waiting there, Smith. Good dance move through the zone, and they couldn't set it up as the Mudbugs lose possession of the ice, and the puck is lofted down into the Mudbug zone. Along to the far side. There to Girard. Now to Miller. Miller glides it up the ice to the near side there to Rupsoff. Trying to rake it in. Blocked there by Miller. Miller now along the left point. Works it in deep. Mudbugs have it. Girard now. 3 seconds left on the man advantage. The penalty is over. Now along that near corner. 5-on-5 hockey. Mudbugs trying to hold the zone though. Can they? Behind the cage now. Along to the near side now, Amarillo has it. Up ahead there to Venegoni. He'll verral it into the Bug zone. Paddled aside there by Balboa, now thrown in front, punched up ahead. Mudbugs trying to carry it back up ahead there. Here's Koklachev. Kind of rumbles in to the neutral zone, slowed down now. Puck now stolen away, Girard. Girard has it. Takes a little U-turn, kisses it off the near side window. Look out, John Lindner. Our good old friend, John Lindner. A lot of vivid memories of John Lindner, of course, in the Robertson Cup playoffs when he tossed out Carla Ziernis back at the NITEC Sports Center as that second period ended when Carla Ziernis was walking down the ice. Him and John Lindner got into it. That was in Game 4 of that memorable 5-game series. John Lindner and I have had many conversations, and he is one of the better officials in the North American Hockey League. Does an outstanding job. Just didn't have a liking to Carla Ziernis, and we have a lot of jokes about it now. Metcalf thrown to the middle of the ice. Quick shot. Misses everybody. It rattles the glass behind Glockner. And out through the slot. As now the puck is redirected into the neutral zone. It is Lindner with Alex Berard and Austin March as your linemen. I've not seen Lindner in a while. But that's okay, because we got him tonight for a big series. Metcalf off the stick of Kiefer. Boy, Kiefer trying to make something happen. Mudbugs need it. They're down by 2. Puck is taken away there by Martizing. Thrown up to the middle of the ice. Martizing comes in now from the far corner. Drop back pass there to Trella. Couldn't handle it. Now thrown to the middle. It gets blocked. Down to 5:15 to go. Mudbugs really put to sleep here as that puck now deflects out of the zone. And we got a break in the action. I'm Chet Yoder. So glad to have you with us here for Mudbugs Hockey. Be sure to follow them on all your social media outlets at Mudbugs Hockey on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram. Stick around for the Raising Cane's postgame show. We'll tell you all about it. I had it for lunch this afternoon. I like my Caniac combo. 10 packs of Louisiana hot sauce. You put it into the cane sauce. You mix it. You know what it's called. Say it with me. Hashtag Chet's Clawsome Sauce. Now to the right point it goes. Worked in deep as Amarillo wins the faceoff. This is a Raising Cane's sponsored evening for Mudbugs Hockey here at George's Pond with Pooches on the Pond. One Love, feed your hockey hunger. Raising Cane's, a proud corporate partner of Mudbugs Hockey. Boy, it was good this afternoon. I had one of those box combos. Kept it light with the slaw, and it was satisfying. I think I might Caniac it tomorrow night. Lord knows yours truly does not ever cook. And I won't be cooking tomorrow for Valentine's Day lunch. I can tell you that right now. Worked all the way down into the Mudbug zone, but I am looking forward to it. If she accepts my invitation to be my Valentine, I certainly hope that's the case, or could be a rough day. The near corner, worked into the near corner. That's Allen. Played back up top now Something I like it. He'll mail it in now along that near corner. Quick shot blocked. Taken there by Miller. To the far side, 4:20 remaining here in the second. Gliding up the ice now from the far blue line along to that far corner. Pushing and shoving. Mudbugs trying to grab it. Now to the near half wall. Back up top it goes. Quick shot toward the net. It redirects into the near corner. Spun around now. Under 4 to go here in the second period. Brought to you by DeFata and Associates. Played back up top now. Quick shot blocked. Now that far corner. Koklichev spun around. Mudbugs trying to work it off the walls. Kicked around there by Rupsov. Now to the near corner. Venagoni will pop it all the way up into midair. Down the Mudbug zone. It goes. That's Peters. Peters glides up. Quick shot blocked as it goes into the near corner. Off the near side boards. Puck now is squibbed back out to center. The Dogs are barking. They're hungry for some goals, and so are the Mudbugs. Rupsov to the near side there to Miller. Miller works it up across center. He'll whack it in to the Amarillo zone. It has been a lustless middle frame for Bugs hockey. Delayed offsides, touched up there along to the near side there by Martese. Now Nichols grabs the loose change. Now to Gerard. Gerard throws it up the middle of the ice. Picked up there by Nattyshak, throws it toward the net. And Glockner able to cover up the short side and make the stop with 2:43 remaining. Now in this second period, Amarillo 4, Shreveport 2. Stick around for the Bayou Blasters second intermission show. We have a special treat. A former Mudbug will be joining us. Stay tuned on who that might be. One of our favorites. And he has certainly packed on a bunch of muscle weight. I would say quick shot there, redirected just wide on a shot there by Natty Shack. I would say he went from a cool 185 to about a brisk and burly 225. And it felt like overnight. I'm trying to take up after him and try to get his workout routine as I'm trying to build some more muscle weight. And my technique has not exactly gone as planned, but I'm getting there. Worked out this morning, as I usually do on game days, one of my game day rituals. Had a good workout. As the Mudbugs ice the puck, all your icing's brought to you by Bayou Blasters, cleanest shot on ice. .225 remaining here in the second period. It is a 4-2 lead for the Bulls. Shreveport wins the face-off through the neutral zone. Puck now is just slammed into the Amarillo zone. Along to that near half wall. That's Natty Shack able to whack it back out to center. Puck now brushed back into the Bulls zone, a Mudbug zone rather, there by Martese. Now along the end boards behind the cage of Balboa, still in the contest. Trying to battle through a tough night for him. Floated in. Oh, headshot there on Gerard. Well, surprised no call there. As Venagoni was the guilty party, I thought. Venagoni now throws it toward the net. Oh, my goodness. That one almost slipped past Balboa as he had to cover up the short side. And a little bit more of a concern on the Mudbugs coaching staff if that one almost slipped past Balboa. Boy, if that one slipped past and went in, that would have been a tough goals against for the Colorado Springs native. That one almost handcuffed him. Now down to 90 seconds remaining here in the second. Turned over, tongue now, backhander goes wide. Now the net comes off its mooring a little bit. Quick shot wide of Balboa. I would be very curious to see what the hook or leash rather, or rope rather, is on Balboa. And I'm not trying to be too hard on him. He has been dynamite this season. Just things not going his way this evening. And it has not been all his fault, though. do have to credit Amarillo. They are a darn good hockey team. Big shout out to the Balboas tuning in tonight. Mr. Bryan, of course, Miss Ann, very worried spectators in Colorado. And Amarillo, one of the best in the business right now. Face-off won there by Shreveport. They've done a fantastic job in raising this young man, Mason Balboa. Of course, an only child, just like Dickinson. Just like Kiefer. A lot of only childs on this team. It is a tough dynamic. And three great personalities, just as I mentioned, in Dickinson, as I call him Dickie, and Kiefer, and, of course, Balboa. Under a minute to go here in the second. Mudbugs trying to maybe get one back. Thrown toward the net. There by Miller. Easy stop made there by Glockner, gliding across to his short side. Now gaining the blue line from the left side. Worked up ahead. Backhander. Save made there by Balboa. Pushing and shoving now behind his cage. 34 ticks left. Stick around for the Bayou Blasters' second intermission show. We'll talk to that former Mudbug. It's a surprise, as he is, well, in the building this evening. Not to give away too much. Sitting in the suites owned by a couple of our fantastic billets in the Choates and Meyer family. And boy, he is more ripped than ever. Whatever he had this morning, I want some of it. That's for sure. 34 seconds remaining here in this middle frame, brought to you by DeFata and Associates. Face-off won there by Amarillo now. Puck stolen away off the far side boards. Miller now has it back into his own zone. To the near side there to Peters. He'll pelt it off the near side boards all the way down. Natty Shack will grab it. Natty Shack held on to a bit. Spun off the far side boards. Puck now wristed toward the off the near side glass. Now down to 8 seconds. Spun around. Kiefer Steele gets his stick held on to. Now along the near side, and that'll do it for the second period. As Amarillo will take a 4-2 lead into the intermission locker room and have a lead going into the third. A period that was not desired by many. On the Mudbug side, and your score after 2 periods of play, Amarillo 4, Shreveport 2. Stick around for the Bayou Blasters' second intermission show coming up after these messages. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
From diving lessons with certified trainers to gearing up in the proper dive gear, Scuba Ventures has just what you need to begin your diving adventures. Hey, it's Jordan Fader. Explore the underwater world with us. Whether you dream of seeing all the colorful fish of the sea or simply want to feel the rush of the open water, we can turn your dream into reality. Learn to dive and take trips with us to Cozumel, Curacao, and Roatan. We offer a full spectrum of underwater classes from
Bayou Blasters helps bring you Shreveport Mudbugs hockey on the ticket. Hey, this is Jay Fuel letting you know Bayou Blasters offers the best dry ice blasting in all of Shreveport. Our solid CO2 provides a powerful industrial equipment cleaning solution for a variety of applications ranging from heavy slag removal to delicate semiconductor and circuit board cleaning. Our ice blasting technology has become known as the cleanest and most environmentally friendly way to clean and prep any surface. Call us at 877-352-8614 or log on to BayouBlasters.com.
The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. That's why State Farm agent Ben Tolis and his State Farm team are here to help you score a big goal with your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go score the winning goal and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522.
Janice Watt and General Financial Advisors are excited to support our 2019-2020 Shreveport Mudbugs hockey. Their experienced staff are ready to assist you with your tax, accounting, and financial needs from birth until retirement, including life insurance. Call Janice at 318-219-4188 and set up an appointment. Your consultation is free, or log on to gfapartners.com. We are here for you. Go Mudbugs! Securities and investment advisory services offered through Royal Alliance Associates, Inc., member FINRA SIPC, and registered investment advisor. Generational Financial Advisors is a marketing name.
Welcome back into the Bayou Blasters second intermission show. A special treat, a trip down memory lane. One of my favorite Mudbugs, former Mudbug Andrew Jackson. Jackie, thanks for coming on. We appreciate you coming.
Thank you.
What brings you back to Shreveport?
I just want to watch some of the guys. I didn't get to finish off the season last year, so I wanted to come say hi to some of the guys and just visit the atmosphere again.
What's it like just kind of being back here at George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum?
It's amazing. It's probably one of my favorite. This would be by far one of my favorite places to play in my junior career. It was my last year, and so it's a little upsetting that I couldn't finish it off with the guys. But being back here, it's really nice. It's the atmosphere, all the fans. You know, I got a couple of people coming up to me already, and I just can't wait for the game to start to watch.
I notice you are freaking jacked right now. You are probably double what you were, it seemed like, last year.
Yeah, I work out every day now. That's just what I'm going for is personal training and sports science. So I had to build myself to look like I'm actually working out and doing personal training. So
we're talking to former Mudbug Andrew Jackson. Do you play any hockey right now?
I actually haven't stepped on the ice. Probably like 2-3 months ago with my little brother. I don't really play anymore. I just focus on school now. But
you don't miss it at all, or?
I miss it. I just, I've been focusing on more school and, what I really want to do in life. Just a reality check hit me in the summer when I was done with hockey. Didn't know where I wanted to go. I'd figure stuff out, and it's, everything's good now. I just want to steer away from hockey for a little bit, get my mindset right again. And, I still watch games and stuff. I still go to my little brother's, and, I still think about it, but I don't think I'd get back into it anytime soon.
Have you been keeping up with the Mudbugs at all?
Yeah, I've been keeping up. I've been trying to watch a couple of games here and there. I've been doing school a lot, and then I work also, so it's like a 3P thing of working out, working, and school.
Where do you go to school, and where do you work at?
I go to a community college to save money. I go there. I'm going to do 2 years for my associates in business, and then 3 or 4 years somewhere else, sports science, and then I work at my friend's business. It's a restaurant that he owns. So.
Are you a server?
No, I'm a cook. Manager. I was GM in the summer, but when I started school, I stepped down to manager. So I worked there since I was 16. So I've been there for 6 years.
What do you like cooking the most?
I cook a lot of chicken. I cook fish. Our ribs are really good.
I can see you've packed on some protein probably in your workout, in your post workouts too.
Yeah, I eat a lot of grilled chicken. I try to keep healthy. I haven't had pop in like 4 or 5 months, so.
I've stayed off the soda too. Have you kept in touch with any of the Mudbugs now? Obviously, there's some Mudbugs here on this year's team that you played with last year.
I keep in touch with Feds the most.
From Mercyhurst, yeah.
Yeah, Feds. Me and Feds go way back. I played my first AAA team with Feds in Cleveland Barons, so I've always been really close with him, even when he got here. And then when we played in Shreveport together, we couldn't believe it. My last year of juniors, we both be playing together when we started together at Cleveland Barons. So it was nice and fun. I talk to him all the time.
Your favorite memory last year as a Mudbug?
Probably my hit, between my big hit and then me scoring a top shelf goal after we just scored and my dad was in the stands. That was the first time he's ever seen me play junior, so that was a big moment too. So
the hit. Now you came out of the penalty box. If that's what we're talking about, were you lining them up? Did you think it was going to go down like that, or did you just want to stop them, or what was your train of thought?
Honestly, I got out of the box and I kind of blacked out as I hit him, and I just noticed, I just laid him out, and then I just wanted to get back into play, and I got two-handed by I forget Meyer. I believe it's Meyer. I know him from Michigan, but he wanted to fight, and I was just I was having a good game. I had a goal and assist, I believe, but that hit, I came out of the box and I just saw the perfect opportunity, and I just laid the hit. Is what I do.
Have you had a chance to talk to Coach Soupy?
Oh yeah, I've seen him. I came here Wednesday and I saw him. I got to catch up with him. I saw Muskie. I just saw Muskie, and I was really hoping to see Tommy Scott. I already said hi to him. We're going to catch up a little bit. But
how long are you in town, and is there anything that you need to kind of get
I'm here till Saturday afternoon. I work Sunday, unfortunately, and I have school Monday. But I went and got crawfish today. That's one of my favorite things eating here.
You like the boil, like opening them up?
Yeah, I opened them up. You just can't touch your face or anything. It's spicy. It's just that was one of the main things I was waiting to come down because I knew it was crawfish season when I came down here. So.
You suck the heads?
No, that's disgusting. I do not do that. I hate the texture of that orange stuff or whatever the hell it is, but I just eat the tail, and that's about it with butter, and it's probably the best meal I've probably had. I like a lot besides steak and noodles and broccoli. That's probably my second favorite meal.
So somewhere down the road, do you think maybe we can play some pickup hockey, or is that even something that you maybe itch towards, maybe just something to do on the side?
Yeah. I'll probably do that, but right now, like, I'm with the workout I'm doing. It's like called a bulking up phase, so I don't really do much cardio because it ruins, being able to gain muscle, and without you got to eat so much food and bulk up, but then in a month or so I'll be cutting down. So pickup hockey, and doing that wouldn't be a bad thing to do to get in shape a little bit.
How many hours do you spend a day in the gym?
If I go 2 times a day, probably 4 or 5 combined, but normally if I go one day, I'm probably there for 2.5 hours, 3 hours.
Oh my goodness. Okay, you're going to have to help me out. Maybe give me a few tips before you leave, because I'm trying to bulk up and I need somewhere to start. Is it too late? I'm a little older than you. I don't know. I mean, you think you can do something with my physique?
Yeah, I mean, as a personal trainer, anybody can go anywhere if they want to lose weight or gain weight. I mean, it's all about the right diet too. You just got to eat a good amount of food and eat the healthy foods, stay away from sugars, and just shaking up your diet and then work out. Then both will go hand in hand.
It's one of my favorites, Andrew Jackson, former Mudbugs forward. Thanks for the time, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you for having me.
We'll have more after these messages here on the Bayou Blasters' second intermission show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata & Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFata & Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defatapi.com for more information. The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. That's why State Farm agent Ben Tolis and his State Farm team are here to help you score a big goal with your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go score the winning goal and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522.
Welcome back into the Bayou Blasters' second intermission show. We're joined by one of my good friends and one of our most dearest corporate partners of the Shreveport Mudbugs hockey squad. We can't do it without him. Dr. Emile Janou from Sterling Dental Center. Doctor, thanks for the time. We do appreciate you coming on.
Well, thanks, Chet. I appreciate it. I'm always glad to be a part of anything that's involved with Shreveport and especially athletics, and I'm glad to be able to do it.
Just talk about how things are going at Sterling Dental Center.
Well, Sterling is growing, as you would like to. We are now open on Fridays, and that's going to be an ongoing process. We're kind of in that experimental phase right now, where we're just open in the mornings right now from 9 to 1, but we're hoping to get it to 8 to 5, and treat it as a normal day. We are always working on our techniques and any new science that's out there in technology. We're always trying to improve ourselves and stay current with the current technology.
I guess every dentist is different. Can you talk about some of the services that you provide patients at Sterling Dental Center?
Well, we're going to cover every basic procedure that any general dentist can do, from a cleaning to a full exam, that's accompanied with your cleaning. X-rays, we're going to be able to read, X-rays, find any cavities on X-rays, that type of stuff. But we also do, we are offering right now Invisalign at our office, as well as implant placement too. So it's kind of a one-stop shop. Now, of course, not every case is going to be able to be treated that way. You got to have, you got to meet these specific requirements, because sometimes that's what specialists, are for, as more complicated things. But, look, we do fillings, root canals, extractions, crowns, bridges, partials, dentures, basically your normal services. But we are doing Invisalign cases and implant placement and restoration.
You've been doing this for quite a while. You seem to enjoy it a lot. Every time I come here, it's a great atmosphere, especially with the girls. What's the best part of the job?
Best part of the job is when you actually change somebody's outlook on life.
So that can happen?
Yeah. I mean, you have somebody who comes in and say, I don't smile in pictures. I hide in the back in pictures. I don't talk with my mouth open. I kind of, and they come in and you come up with a treatment plan, and it might take a couple years to get everything done, but when it's finally done and you have a start picture and an end picture, and they start crying in your chair because their outlook on life is different now. All they want to do is go smile and laugh and be in pictures. As compared to 3 years prior, and they wanted nothing to do with it. I think it's transformational. It really is, and that's one thing that you could have the worst day, and then you get that one person, and you're like, okay, this is why I do my job.
We're talking to Dr. Emil Janou from Sterling Dental Center, one of our corporate partners of Mudbugs Hockey. I'm one of those kind of OCD guys. I'm a broadcaster. I'm around a lot of people. I shake hands, kiss babies. I try to brush my teeth as often as possible, floss as often as possible, use mouthwash as often as possible. But your theory is you don't have to get too crazy, as maybe some would advise. You just have to be smart about it and do it, a certain amount of times a day.
Right. Ultimately, your goal is to brush twice a day, floss once a day. I am not opposed to more.
Which I do.
Right. There's nothing, unless you're being super aggressive with it where you're actually causing damage to your teeth, which can happen. But as long as you're doing twice a day and flossing once a day, studies prove that you're going to be in a good realm. Now, there's caveats to that too, because some people come in and they say, I brush every day or twice a day. What is going on? Well, you're not brushing right.
Okay.
So that's why it's always wise to get with your hygienist. If you're having any questions, and be like, show me how to brush right. Show me how to floss right, because there are ways to brush and floss right. And if you are not doing it correctly, you're not doing any good.
Right. Now, you have 4 girls at home. Is this something you go through with them? They must be masters of their craft by now.
So believe it or not, I still check each one of their but that's me. I'm going to do that
as a dad, not only as a doctor.
Right. But and the thing is the teeth are my thing. So I'm like I'm gonna stay on top of it. But my 5-year-old can brush by herself. My 4-year-old can too. She chooses not to because she's the baby and everybody does it for her. But the twins, they're great. They all know what they're doing and know what they're looking for. And that's a key thing. I mean, it's like where to brush, how to brush. Now,
one thing that I picked up from one of your one of your assistants was that I was brushing too hard, and maybe everything else looked good, but my gums might have been a little bit more weaker. So I went ahead and changed from not a manual toothbrush to an electric toothbrush. Is there a preference that one better than the other? I know you have an electric toothbrush as well. Is that something that maybe you recommend for people in general, or do you think it's case by case?
I think it's case by case because I have both. I have I have a manual and an automatic toothbrush. I have like I have a Sonicare, and then I also just have a normal, regular, run-of-the-mill toothbrush. But I also know that I'm not going to apply too much pressure and get some recession or get some of those sensitive areas along your gum lines, because studies show that in the first 30 seconds of brushing is when you exert the most amount of force. A lot of people just stick the toothbrush in the mouth, put it on the side of their teeth, and go. And as a result, you get recession, and basically you're brushing away part of your tooth. So that's where the sensitivity comes from. So I think it's a product of your own environment, how you're doing at home, how you're brushing. A lot of people are super aggressive brushers, and all they want is a hard toothbrush, when those should never ever be made. I mean, ultimately, all you want is a soft bristled toothbrush. But Sonicares are great, Oral-B's are great. It's all, as I said, it's all dependent upon what works for you. How do you do with this? And are you an aggressive brusher? Ask your hygienist. They'll be able to tell you. Ask your dentist. He will be able to tell you. Come see me. I'll be able to tell you. It's one of those things. It's you'll see certain markers, and you're like, hey, you probably need to switch to a mechanical toothbrush. Why? Because you're being too aggressive, and the mechanical toothbrush takes that out of your hands, and it just does it for you. So, needless to say, it's a situational type of thing.
Before I let you go, I mean, a big thing for a lot of people is people don't always have dental insurance. That's a big thing. It's a problem because I think people are maybe scared to go to the dentist, thinking it's going to cost a fortune just for an exam, X-rays, and all that. But you have a way of helping those people get treated.
Right. Well, besides the ability we do accept care credit, which it's kind of like a credit card for insurance, and we do accept that. We also offer an in-house membership club where people can come in, and if they don't have insurance, they can join our membership club. And there's certain perks. There's 2 free cleanings a year, and then there's also 20% off your treatment and stuff like that. But it's at a monthly cost. But it's our membership club, and it's got some really good perks to it.
Has that grown since you started that?
Exponentially. It's amazing how many people don't have insurance, and
it's unbelievable.
Yeah, and they come in and they're like, look, I don't have insurance. What can you do for me? And you're like, okay.
You never want to turn anybody away.
Right. And the biggest thing is, look, you take care of the worst stuff first. And as you progress, and if you haven't been in a while, it's not a big deal anymore. Look, we're going to take care of the worst stuff first. And as you come in, each visit gets easier and easier and easier. And then by the time your treatment's completed, then you're just on recall. It's just every 6 months, boom, boom, boom. And okay, so you come in, you get all your work done. In a year and a half, you get one small new cavity. That's not a big deal compared to when you came in, 2 years prior, you had to have 2 root canals. And so it's a process. But yeah, so worst stuff first is always your main priority. But being able to offer that in-house membership program is really, it's a nice thing to be able to offer to patients, just because it really is. It's a shame how many people don't have coverage, and look, there's not an easy way to say it. I mean, but it's with technology and products and everything. I mean, we've gotten expensive, and it's not for. I mean, look, I'm providing the service, and I would be like, I couldn't do this without help.
Sure.
So I get it,
That's Dr. Emile Janou from Sterling Dental Center, proud corporate partner of Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey. You can give him a call if you want to make an appointment at 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com. If you give him a call, they got the most friendliest staff. The atmosphere is unbelievable. Every time I come here, it feels like I'm not fearing going to the dentist. I think people kind of feel that. But this is a fun-loving atmosphere. I mean, I think people should be a little more upbeat about going to the dentist, other than that stigma, right?
Oh yeah, that's. I mean, everybody comes in there like, I hate you, and I'm like, well, I like you too. But yeah, it's just not as scary as it used to be. Medicine is great. I mean, that's why we use it. There are so many procedures in terms of how to relieve anxiety. But it is, man. I mean, I have lots of people who come in who, our age, haven't been in 15 years.
Yep.
Because they went as a kid.
I was one of those people.
And you have that one experience, and then you are just, it's like, you're concreted in. You can't do it. But yeah, look, it's nothing that it used to be anymore. As I said, technology is amazing. Drugs are amazing, and that's what you learn how to do. As a result, you get a lot more positive experience and a lot more happier patients.
As Dr. Emile Janou, thank you for your corporate partnership with the Mudbugs. We couldn't do it without you, and thanks for the time. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Chad. I appreciate it, buddy.
We'll be back with more after these messages on the Bayou Blasters' second intermission show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. Now time for the Sterling Dental Center third period. 4-2 lead for Amarillo. Gio Procopio, who scored the game's first goal, is your State Farm drive of the game this evening. Brought to you by Ben Tolis from State Farm. Get the best car insurance by giving him a call at 318-688-1522. That's when good things were happening for Shreveport. Mudbugs sticking with Mason Balboa between the pipes. And I think that is a message from Coach Soupy to try to have some faith with his guy. And I'm not saying all those goals were on him, but just a rough night overall for Bugs hockey so far. But they're down by a pair, still in the game, and they have 20 more minutes to try to climb back into it. Face-off one, there by Amarillo. We're underway. Mudbugs will skate once again from left to right now in this third period. Thrown up ahead now, deflected back out to center. Now taken away there by Witherspoon, trying to gash it through the middle, intercepted, and now Martesian through the middle. Backdoor shot goes just wide. Oh boy, that one was a wide open cage as Balboa left it open, and it was Trella who just missed the tap in. Quick shot there through traffic. Save made there by Balboa. That's a big save as Deneen drilled it toward the net. Lots of dogs, lots of happy dog owners, and just happy fans all around George's Pond at Hurst Coliseum. Face-off won there by Shreveport. Swung and slinged off the near side glass down the length of the ice. It'll be icing on Shreveport's Ryan Dickinson and the Mudbugs. Mudbugs know that a 2-goal lead in hockey is always dangerous. The Mudbugs are going to have to wreak a little more havoc on Amarillo than they did in that second period. Now thrown back up top. Bessick couldn't hold it. And now here comes Weber. Thrown toward the net. And it hit the side of the net. Glockner was way out of the cage. Taken back to the far side is Bessick. Played up ahead, missed everybody off the near side boards. It'll be icing on Amarillo. Your icings tonight brought to you by Bayou Blasters, cleanest shot on ice. Big shout out to the Claws Up Booster Club. Everything they do for us, we appreciate you. You can still be a member by giving us a call at 318-636-7094. Our president, Carl Phillips, was a man, fantastic job with our vice president, Janice Watt, at the helm as well. They had a chili cook-off, and it was delicious. I stopped by for a taste test and then a bowl. Some crackers as well, some Fritos. It was it was just tasty. Homemade chili is where it is at. Now along to the near side, Mudbugs have the puck. Koklachev working it in. Kind of dances around his man in the near corner. A minute and a half gone by here in the third. Mudbugs hold his own. Metcalf throws it toward the net. It was blockered away, I believe, there by Glockner. Off to the near side. Puck now lugged back out there by Puigonen. To the far side, tic-tac-toe over there trying to find Allen's stick. Good stick tie-up along the back check there by Smith as he floats it up ahead trying to find the stick of Rupsoff. Mudbugs need that line to create some magic right now as they're down by a pair. Puck now is popped into the Mudbug zone. Now played up ahead there to Sherino. He outlets it up across. 2-on-2, works it through the zone. And now Witherspoon, dance move, backhand shot, save made. Throw, they score! They score! They score, it's going to count! The net came off its mooring, and the Mudbugs score a goal. And they're within one. Just a scrappy goal. Sam Miller able to jam it in, and now Rocky Russo behind the bench. He's hot, and I don't blame him. The net came off its mooring, but John Lindner emphatically said it's going to count. Amarillo 4, Shreveport 3, and the Mudbugs are not going away. I believe Miller was the one who's able to sling it in. Rocky Russo coming a bit unglued behind that Bulls bench. Just what the Mudbugs needed. A response. Glockner thought it was under him. It wasn't, and the Mudbugs are within one. Now the Mudbugs outlet up ahead, 3-on-2. Thrown toward 41. Miller gets the assist, or rather the goal. Quick wrister there. Stick save made there by Glockner. Dawson Sherino will get one of the assists. And Procopio with his third point of the night. What a night for number 24. Giovanni Procopio in front of his dad, who does not make very many trips to Shreveport. So glad to have him with us here from Clinton, Michigan. Oh no, a backhand shot. They score! It's Warren Nattyshak, short side. Game tied. Oh my gumbo! What a turn of events! Miller finds Nattyshak short side, and we're all even again. 4-4 in the early stages of the third. It has been quick strikes all night long, and Shreveport claws back from down a pair to tying this game up. We are not even 3 minutes into the third, and Sam Miller and Warren Nattyshak have helped tie this game. Giovanni Procopio picks up his 4th point of the night. He's been everywhere this evening. Carson Nichols will get the assist. 2 goals in 40 seconds. And now Gio Procopio is factored in every goal. For the Mudbugs. We're all even, 4-4. Certainly an oh my gumbo moment as the Mudbugs are all even. And they have certainly come together. What a burst of energy for Mudbugs hockey. And this crowd, which is a little lighter than usual but still mighty, are now very much into this game. Thrown toward the net, and it is stopped there by Glockner. Boy, Miller and Nattyshak able to help ignite an early third period fire out of these Mudbugs. Mudbugs know that Amarillo is the juggernaut in the South, and they're going to have to take them down at some point on the road if they are going to get back to Minnesota. 4-4 game, thanks to Miller and Nattyshak. 2 goals, 40 seconds apart, after Amarillo had 2 goals of their own, 33 seconds apart in the second. 4.5 gone by here in the third. 4-4 game to the near side there to Black, and he comes in off sides. Rocky Russo still thinking about that third goal that was allowed from John Lindner as that net came off its mooring. 15:24 remaining here in the third. 4-4 game. If you just joined us, where the heck have you been? Ryan Waltman got tossed out of this game early. Giovanni Procopio putting on a show for old Pops, who was sitting in one of the best spots in the house, the Coors Light Lounge. As puck is whipped into the Mudbug zone as it circles now back out to center. Of course, Ms. Lisa Procopio tuned in from Grosse Pointe. Glad to have her with us, as I'm sure she is beside herself right now. 1 goal, 3 assists for Procopio. Having the game of his life right now. Now from the far side, worked back out to center. And taking a U-turn back there was Procopio. Did not like the entry, and he decided to take a U-turn back. I like the decision. Back into the own zone. Bugs 4, Bulls 4, and a wild one. Puck now is just kind of touched in deep into the Bulls zone. Sherino gets spun off. Now through the slot. Quick shot there by Dickinson, trying to find the back door there to Sherino. Got a stick tied up. Now along to the near half wall. Oh, hard hit there by Dickinson, as he leveled Puikonen along that near half wall. Played back out to center. Dickinson back to the far side there to Brazil, the captain. Drop back pass there to Nichols. He'll nick it in. Quick shot there. Blocked. Not there. Oh, through the slot. He rattled the glass. That was Steele. Thrown toward the net there by Steele in the backhand. Stop made there by Glockner. Almost 4:06. Rather, it is 4:06 gone by here in the third. Amarillo 4, Shreveport 4. Face off in the right wing circle, one there by Amarillo. Wagon wheeled around the near side boards, right back out to center. It's a 4-4 game, and we are not very much into the third. Puck now kissed on net, steered aside there by Balboa on a shot there by Allen. Now from the near circle, Venagoni was there, now taken away there by Weber. Weber going to lug it up the ice. Drop back pass to Hutton. Quick wrister save made. Oh, boy, Procopio was at the doorstep. And now back the other way. Little dance move there by Allen. Quick shot. Save made there by Balboa, as Venagoni was looking for his second of the game. .11 remaining here in the third period. Face-off one there by Amarillo. Quick shot there by Besic rather. Got shoved aside there by Balboa. Well, Balboa's got to get new life here. Quick shot there. Poke check there by Balboa. You see the sense of energy and really the fire from Balboa getting lifted as the Mudbugs score a couple of quick ones. Quick shot, Roops off. Oh, he tried to go backdoor. Another shot there by Gerard, got blocked. Boy, Gerard kind of got held on to as he got dragged down. Now a fight along the far side corner. 12.5 remaining in the third. 4-4 game to the near side. Only game in the South being played today between these two teams. Of course, last year they duked it out in the South Finals, which was won by the Bulls. Mudbugs trying to rewrite the story this year, but of course, long ways to go before that is settled, as Gerard able to jolt it into the Amarillo zone. Flagged down now through the neutral zone there by Peters. To the far side there to Miller, the Wisconsin native. Outlets it off the stick of Witherspoon, but it deflects out of play. 11:54 to go here in the third. It is a 4-4 game, a break in the action. We'll keep it right here, though, as we will give you all our wonderful 2019-2020 billets for everything they do for Mudbugs hockey. Big thanks to Dave Percotta and Casey Ryan and family, Zach and Jordan Choden family, Miss Lydia Davis, Levi and Charlie Dewan family, Jordan and Lindsay Gamble, Mr. Jim Hacker, Miss Sue Hammock, I love that chocolate milkshake, Spencer and Candace Hardy and family, Brian and Kristen Hill and family. Ed and Jennifer Horton. Mr. Chuck Landry, a good friend of Chipotle Mexican Grill. Miss Karen Mitchell and family. Martin and Carla Mueller. Scott and Karen Muskin and family. Kyle and Paige Porter. Randy and Tanya Reeves. Miss Joanne Seaman. Don and Janice Swan and family. And Ross and Leslie Whitaker and family for all being proud billets of the 2019-2020 Shreveport Mudbugs. We couldn't do it without you, and hashtag it, love our billets. Of course, Andrew Jackson in the house tonight. He is here for the weekend, spending time with Mudbugs fans. And I had a chance to have a long catch-up session with him before tonight's game. It was good to see him, and I kind of want to know what kind of workout plan he's on, because I'd like to look about as half as ripped as he does. I'm still working on it. Trying to get rid of the belly I got down here. It's a little bit of a boiler. I'm trying to smooth it out a little bit. I have a little tough time doing that. I guess I got to work on that first before getting cut up. Now along to the near side. The Mudbugs bank it off the near side boards up ahead there to Sherino. There was a delayed offsides. Mudbugs got a touch up. Now taken away there by Devin Tung. He's got a goal tonight. Thrown toward the net. Quick wrister save made. Rebound chance. Poked it. What a save. Made there by Balboa. He made a glove stop along the far side as Mertizing was trying to poke it home. And Balboa with a showstopper along the far side. Just a brilliant save from the Colorado Springs native to keep the game tied. Game saver. Boy, a new sense of life for number 35 between the pipes. And a marvelous stop as we stay knotted at 4. Face off now in the right wing circle. To the left of Balboa. Face off one there by Amarillo. Angled around the near side boards to the near half wall. Hard hit as Carlin gets sealed up there by Dickinson. Played up ahead there to Sherino, and Sherino got hip checked along the half boards. 9 minutes gone by here in the third. We're all tied at 4. Sherino shoves it out in front. Now taken away there by Miller. Miller now will just knife it in deep there for Sherino. Centering feed held in there by Miller. Back to Peters. Peters pelts it toward the net. Stick save made there by Glockner. Now behind the cage. Mudbugs have it. Trying to regain the lead along the near corner. Sherino throws it through the high slot. Off the heel of Sherino. He wasn't expecting it. Puck is pitchforked down the length of the ice. Wholesale line change here for Rocky Russo. 10:20 left in the third. Amarillo 4, Shreveport 4. Well, you see that the momentum just all over the Mudbug side. Puck floated in behind the cage of Glockner. Along to the near side. Mudbugs trying to hold the zone. Puck now angled around now. It's Surdy working around the far side boards. We're in deep now it goes. Behind the cage of Balboa. Puck now played along. Puck now poked back out to center. Koklichev has it. Here comes the Russian Bear. Throw toward the net. Stick save made there by Glockner. Now Rupsoff rattle it back up top. Waiting, firing it toward the net. Save made, rebound chance. Dickinson trying to drill it home. Back up top to Dickinson. Fires it toward the net. And it slowed down on its way. Boy, Glockner a little rattled right now. The Mudbugs trying to throw some more biscuits toward his way. Along the end, around the top of the point, and Brazil couldn't hold it in. Now Dickinson along the near side, over to Brazil, the captain. Will throw it back to Dickinson. Dickinson now, somebody lost their stick across the middle of the ice. That was Natty Shack. Boy, a broken stick onto the ice still. Now along Steele will just muscle it into that far side corner of the Amarillo zone. Now played back to the neutral zone. Hard hitting going on. That's Joshua Burke thrown back up top. Fourth line, quick shot there by Bessick, goes wide. Now back up top to the right point. Another shot there by Surdy gets blocked. Now back out to center. Here comes Nichols. Played up ahead there to Gerard. Gerard has it behind the cage. Tucked out in front. And Natty Shack couldn't get a stick on it as he got a stick tied up there by Bessick. Now to the left point. Mudbugs have it. Thrown toward the net. Redirected against the glass. Now to the near corner. Gerard delved in deep. Now kind of sandwiched into the boards there was Natty Shack. Natty Shack trying to steal it. Now along the near half wall. Trying to grab it there is Gerard. Now through the slot. Mudbugs trying to take advantage here. That was Metcalf as he got roughed up along the face. As now he is starting to bleed a little bit. Well, John Lindner and the officiating staff are starting to let him play a little bit here in the third. All along to the near side there. Peters able to forward along into the Amarillo zone. Now played right back in to the neutral zone. Played up ahead there to Weber. Weber now with a burst of speed. He's got a goal in his last 2 games. Couldn't get around now as Venagoni picks his pocket. Played up ahead. Allen trying to keep it into the zone from the right point. Oh, boy. Puck ricochets back out to center. Good body in front of that baby by Weber. The Bentley commit. Now along to the near side there to Peters. Peters up ahead. Oh, boy. Checked hard and slowed down there was Rupsoff. Mudbugs trying to grab it. That's Peters. He does. He has it as we're down to 6:55 and counting here in the third. Continuous play for a long time. Rupsoff, throw the middle of the eyes up ahead there to Sherino. Sherino spun around there to the near half wall. Mudbugs really searching for points to gain some more ground on the south and lock up the third, or at least distance himself from Topeka for that third spot. And get a little closer toward the top 2 spots, which Lone Star and Amarillo have a sizable lead on right now. Played up ahead there to Black. He'll bang it into the Mudbug zone. Brazil whipped around the far side boards there to Sherino. Sherino tried to glide it around to Rupsoff. Now taken away. Bessick towards the middle of the ice. Black blows a tire. Puck now slipped in and taken away there by Brazil. Brazil back in his own zone. Up ahead there to Steele. Here comes the Chelsea, Michigan native. He'll just kind of squeak it in to the Amarillo zone. Puck now is saucered on down the length of the ice. Balboa's got to play it. Along the near side. Grabbing it now there is Sherino up there to Steele. Steele now dropped over to Natty Shack, thrown toward the net. Shoved aside there by Glockner. 5.5 and counting here in the third. And you're getting toward the area of next goal wins. A little bit of a log jam along the end boards. Played back up top now to Metcalf. Metcalf now to the near half wall there to Natty Shack. Natty Shack now to Steele. Mudbugs trying to catch Amarillo on a little bit of a bus-leg-ish third period for them. Now the near side there to Trella along to the far side. Puck now steered. Oh, a high stick on Gerard. That's going to be a penalty. Mudbugs are going to go on the Swepco power play. Martizine did not get away with that one. Boy, what a golden opportunity here for Mudbugs hockey. High sticking the call on Martizine. And the Mudbugs power play that has been empty for a very long time has a golden chance here. They're 0 for their last 3 opportunities this evening. Face-off one there by the Bucks. They have it now. Dickinson worked in deep to the near half wall there to Rupsoff. One-time shot there by Dickinson. Rebound chance. They score! Mudbugs take the lead! 8 seconds in to the SWEPCO man advantage. It's the Mudbugs 5, the Bulls 4. Guess who? Warren Nattyshak's short side gives the Mudbugs the lead again with 4:57 to go in the third. What a night for Nattyshak. What a night for Mudbugs hockey as they lead the Bulls 5-4. Warren Nattyshak, second of the game. And it comes at 15:03 of the third. It's Nattyshak's 10th from Witherspoon and Dickinson. It's a power play goal and it snaps an 0 for 24 Funk. This game is far from over, and the Mudbugs know that. Nattyshak, second of the game. And the Mudbugs have the lead again. And it feels like it's been a long time since that's happened. And here comes Amarillo. Backhand shots blocked in front. The Bulls will never give up. Along to the near corner. Oh, no, a penalty coming up on the Shreveport, and that one looked like a touch foul. It's going to go against Gerard along that near corner, and the Bulls are going to get their opportunity here with 4:33 to go here in the third. That one was a tough call, but John Lindner felt like he needed to make it. Cross-checking will be the call on Gerard. So buckle up, Mudbugs fans. This one's going to come down to the wire. Along to the far side as the puck is dished down the length of the ice. Now along to the near side. Looked a bit ticky-tacky on Gerard. Now played through the neutral zone, stolen away. There by Procopio, able to rifle it down the length of the ice. Boy, what a night for Giovanni Procopio. 1 goal, 3 assists. Along that short side, Miller cannot clear it. It got blocked. Now to the near side. Mudbugs steer it off the near side glass and down the length of the ice. Good job there by Peters. 1:10 remaining on Gerard's cross-checking infraction. 3:40 left in the contest. Shreveport 5, Amarillo 4. Season series tied 2-2 so far between the teams. Puck now is just stashed into the near corner. Nattyshak spun around, trying to hold on to it, backhanded up ahead, kept into the zone there by Amarillo. And intercepted as the puck now is just rifled back down the length of the ice. Good job here by the Bugs. First choice personnel penalty kill. Worked into the zone there by Carlin. One of the quarterbacks of this power play attack from Amarillo. 2:55 in counting in the third. Mudbugs trying to grind one out. What a comeback win this would be if they were able to close it out. Along the far side, Procopio trying to poke it out. Procopio, secondary chance, can't get it out. Secondary chance held into there by Carlin. Oh boy, trying to steal. Quick shot. Rattled the protective netting behind Balboa. That faceoff will stay in the Shreveport zone as it deflected on its way through. As we are down to 2 seconds remaining on Girard's cross-checking infraction. 2:34 remaining in regulation. Mudbugs trying to grab a game that looked so dim after the second and open up this series with a win. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. And now Charlie Glockner starting to take a look at Rocky Russo with 2:20 and counting in the third. Off the far side boards. Worked in behind the cage. Brazil now steers it up ahead to the near side. Glockner skates out of his goal mouth. No sign yet as now the puck will go into the Amarillo zone, and now it'll be an icing on Shreveport. And now Glockner skates out. He'll stay in his cage, but he'll be about 5 feet in front of his goal mouth. 2:06 remaining in the third. It's never over with Amarillo. We know that from last year's South Final. I hate to bring it up, Game 3. When Amarillo was able to score the game-tying goal in that contest within the minute and then go on to win it in overtime, which gave the Bulls a 2-1 series lead, which they later went on to win in 5 games. Just a resilient Amarillo team last year, and they are quite the resilient club this year. Shreveport 5, Amarillo 4. Coach Soupy calling a timeout with 2:06 left in regulation. He wants to get his ducks lined up, so to speak. Basically every scenario Coach Soupy's trying to cover here in case you win the faceoff, what to do with it. If you lose the faceoff, what to do with it. And there's a lot of moving parts as Amarillo is not going to pull their goalie just yet. So a little too early for Rocky Russo to yank Glockner now, but he's going to tell Glockner to skate up ahead the goal mouth. And now Glockner just about a few feet in front of his goal mouth. And now he takes a U-turn back, and now he comes off. So he is coming off. Okay. I think Glockner kind of missed the memo somewhere as the Bulls have 6 skaters. I'm not sure if Glockner forgot how to count or what he was looking at. 6-on-5 hockey for Amarillo. Empty net to my right. Gut check time to my left. Face-off one there by Amarillo. Play back up top now. Trella, Surdy, into the near corner. Quick shot blocked. To the near corner it goes. Now to the near corner. Back up top to Surdy. Surdy waits. Now to the near side. There to Vanagoni. Back to Surdy. Quick shot blocked. Not much space. Amarillo looking for it. Now to the far corner. 1:45 to go in the third. Miller trying to steal it along the end boards. Still time in this game along the far side boards. Steered up ahead. Empty net there for Nattyshek. Oh, boy. You know what Natty was looking for. Now to the far side. Quick shot toward the empty net. It goes wide. No icing as it got deflected on its way through. 80 seconds left in regulation. Puck now touched in deep there by Amarillo. Brazil kind of seal it up along the end boards. He'll just work off some pivotal seconds off the clock as we're down to now 70 seconds. 5-4 lead for the Bugs. Up ahead to the far side, Nattyshek. He's looking for it. Drops it off. Thrown toward the net. They score! It's Procopio. Empty netter. 6-4 Mudbugs. 5-point night for Procopio. Nattyshek might have had a chance for the hat trick. but an unselfish play as he drops the puck up ahead there to Procopio, and Procopio with his second goal and his 5th point of the night. Shreveport 6, Amarillo 4 with 58 seconds left. Bugs lead 6-4 in a wild one. What a contest. And now Glockner going to get pulled again. What a night in front of his dad for Procopio. A 5-point night. David Brazil will get the secondary helper. Boy, a great night for everyone for Mudbugs hockey. Now a penalty coming up, I believe, to Amarillo. And now Amarillo will be shorthanded for the rest of this game. Mudbugs in great shape to win their 11th in their past 14 contests. And what a comeback for Mason Balboa, who struggled early in the game. Now down the length of the ice. Now 15 seconds, 10 seconds. Thrown to the net, quick shot, save made there by Glockner. Along the end board to the near corner. Weber will seal it up, back to Dickinson, quick shot blocked, and that'll do it. Mudbugs win! Mudbugs win! Mudbugs win! Claws up! Final score, the Mudbugs 6, the Bulls 4, and Shreveport takes down the top dogs in the South Division. What a come-from-behind for Mudbugs hockey. A come-from-behind win for Mudbugs hockey. And this is a win that they will remember for a long time. 4 unanswered goals in the third. And they will have a nice night's sleep and get ready for another affair against Amarillo next night, which will be tomorrow night. Wow, what a night for Giovanni Procopio. There is no debate on who your top star is going to be. Stick around for the Raising Cane's postgame show. We'll tell you all about it. Mudbugs winners tonight. Final score, Shreveport 6, Amarillo 4. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
It was inevitable with the win tonight. The Mudbugs have clinched their 4th straight trip to the North American Hockey League Robertson Cup playoffs. Congratulations to Coach Soupy, Associate Head Coach Rich Perrant, and the Shreveport Mudbugs. They are heading back to the postseason, and they do it by a final score of beating the Amarillo Bulls 6-4. What a night for Giovanni Procopio, your top star of tonight's game in front of his dad. Able to earn 5 points tonight, 2 goals and 3 assists on a night he will never forget. Your Scuba Ventures 3 stars of the game, in my mind, is as follows. Your number 3 star, I'm going to give to Ryan Dickinson. I thought he was terrific tonight. 2 assists. He gets the 3rd star honors. Your Scuba Ventures 2nd star, Warren Nattyshak, 2 goals and an assist. And your 1st star, of course, Giovanni Procopio, 2 goals and 3 assists. Those are your Scuba Ventures 3 stars of the game. For all your scuba needs, go to 231 Mount Zion Road in Shreveport or log on to scubaventures.com. It started off with Giovanni Procopio shorthanded, able to rifle home his 5th of the year. Ryan Dickinson got the only assist, and the Mudbugs led 1-0 at 8:27 of the first. Then at 11:53, Jordan Venegoni was able to bang in his 26th of the year on the breakaway. Deneen and Messick got the assists, and we were tied at 1. And at 14:29, Matt Hunt scored his first goal at home as a Mudbug, as he was able to hammer home his 10th of the year through the slot. Weber and Procopio got the assists, and it was a 2-1 Bugs lead. But a couple of minutes later, Matt Allen able to stick with it and poke home a rebound for his 21st of the year. Poikonen and Surdy got the helpers, and we were tied at 2 in a wild first period after 1 period of play. In the second period, it was Casey Repke able to rattle home his 3rd of the year. Ty Black and David Hill got the assists, and then 33 seconds later, Devin Dung scores his 14th of the year. Bessick and Martizine got the assists, and it was Amarillo 4, the Mudbugs 2 after 2 periods of play. Then in the third period, it was a flurry of goals at 2:12. Sam Miller able to jam home his 15th of the year, a controversial goal as the net came off its mooring. Rocky Russo was very upset, but it was Dawson Chirino and Giovanni Procopio who got the helpers. Then at 2:52, the house came down. Warren Nattyshak short side. Nichols and Procopio got the assist. Nattyshak able to jam home his 9th of the year, and we were all tied at 4 after 2 goals, 40 seconds apart. Then at 15:03, Warren Nattyshak, the eventual game winner on the power play, was able to rack home his 10th of the year. Witherspoon and Dickinson got the assist. The Mudbugs snapped out of an 0 for 24 power play funk. At 19:02, Giovanni Procopio put the icing on the cake. It was either Nattyshak or Procopio. Nattyshak didn't see the lane for the hat trick, so he was able to slide it across to Procopio along the far side, and Procopio powered home his 2nd goal of the game and 5th point of the night. David Brazil and Nattyshak got the assist. That's your final score, 6-4. Mason Balboa picks up his 6th win, just making 12 saves on the evening. It was a tough night for him, but he was able to bounce back, and the Mudbugs got their 61st and 62nd point on a come-from-behind win over the Amarillo Bulls. A rare loss for Bulls hockey. They've now dropped 2 in a row for just the 3rd time this season. And the Mudbugs did what they had to do. They won their first head-on battle, and they'll try to keep it going. Mudbugs now winners of 11 of their past 14 contests, and this is a big one as they're able to make a special night for Giovanni Procopio. Final score, Mudbugs 6, the Bulls 4. Stick around for our Valentine's Day affair. It'll be tomorrow night, 7-11 puck drop, 6:50 with the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. Mudbugs improved to 31-14 as the Bulls drop just their 8th game of the year in regulation, as they will stay at 74 points. Lone Star stays at 73. Both teams have a game in hand on the Mudbugs, and now the Mudbugs have a 3-point lead over Topeka for that race for the 3rd spot. I'm Chet Yoder signing off. Once again, your final score, the Mudbugs 6, the Bulls 4. Join us tomorrow night for Valentine's Day. Love will be in the air. and no love will be lost between these two teams. I'm Chet Yoder, 650 with the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler Ram pregame show, 7-11 with the puck drop. Big thanks to all our fans, corporate partners, and supporters for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. I'm Chet Yoder, signing off. Have a good night and a better tomorrow from George's Pond at Hearst Coliseum as you've been listening to Shreveport Mudbugs hockey. And as always, claws up.
Shreveport Mudbugs hockey has been brought to you by Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram, Raising Cane's, Generational Financial Advisors, Scuba Ventures, DeFata and Associates LLC, State Farm, Sterling Dental Center, and Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy. Thank you for listening to Shreveport Mudbugs hockey. Until next time, claws up!